if we be honest, bro, a lot of people on YouTube, they don't like my style. They dislike me, and they can say they don't, but you can just tell by looking in the comment sections. Every single stream, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is go look at the live comment sections during every stream. It's always ticket hate, especially on PC, but on other channels. And on Lamont's channel, you know, Lamont went and got he went and got all of the dudes that hate me and put them all on his team. All the dudes that was once rocking with me at some point and basically turned on me. You know, and I never really had no personal issues with none of these guys. They just turned on me because they didn't like something I said or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so he went and put all his coalition of guys on this channel to really just go against me. So his channel's a ticket hate channel. So when I went over there, I already knew what I was getting into. So I go over there on their platform, right? Lamont picks the judges. I didn't know who the judges were. He picked the panel. I didn't know who the panel was going to be. He picked my opponent. And then it's his chat room. We know that nobody over on that chat room nor in this chat room really likes me. I have a minimal amount of people in this chat room who like me. So the fact that I went over there and smoked them bums on their own channel, now you got YouTube in an uproar, right? And I didn't even have to go to my A game to beat that bum he had in Young Africa. Dude's a bum. I don't even know why we putting these dudes on the big stage, right? So now everything is lining up. Like A30, he comes talking all this crap in the comment section about me. I never known anything about this dude ever before in life, but it makes sense now because he's on Lamont's team, right? And then you can just look up and down. SB, last night he came in and got embarrassed and completely walked down on the stream last night. Mars witnessed that massacre. I watched Bob's channel last night. Bob did the late night show, and his whole panel is just disgusting, you know, talking down, you know, basically hating on me for whooping on Young Africa's ass. And my whole point is that it's how you debate things. You know, what are your debating skills? You understand? I'm just that nigga. I went to their house, and I want y'all to think about this. It wasn't even no controversial decision. I won on the panel. I won in the chat, in the comments, in the chat vote, and I won on Lamont's little fake ass private vote. So why would you then go grill Dub when you asked Dub to vote? You didn't grill Chilltown when he voted for your guy. Why would you grill all the guys who voted for me? See, this is the type of hate that I be talking about, and I want to put some on y'all brain just so y'all can think about this, right? The reason why I even said that Jamal Murray was better than Penny Hardaway was not just because of his skills, but I brought up something that I think is important. I always talk about this, and that is your effect on winning. The years that Jamal Murray did not play with Jokic got beat in the first round and the second round. The years in the last 2 out of 4 years that he played with Jokic, they went to the Western Conference Finals, and then they won the NBA championship. These is facts. So that was his direct effect on winning. And of course, Murray was playing with Jokic, MVP caliber player, MVP, and Penny was playing with Shaq, MVP caliber player. You know what I'm saying? Eventually went on to win MVP, right? So I want y'all to think about this. He brings up, and this is the inconsistencies of these guys, and I'm talking calm to y'all so y'all can understand me in the comment section. These are the inconsistencies of these guys. Lamont and all those walking shit stains that roll with him over in his channel, they will constantly come tell y'all that Michael Jordan played against plumbers and that he didn't have no competition. This is their argument to swipe down the GOAT, right?
But
then last night, they want to boost up Penny when Penny was playing against the same comp Mike was playing against at the guard spot. But now you want to boost Penny's resume, boost Penny's all-NBA selection, boost Penny's all-stars, when, if we be realistic, Chilltown, wasn't Tim Hardaway Jr. on record blasting Penny because he only wanted to play in an all-star game, and Penny only played 19 games that season and made the all-star team, and then didn't play another game that whole season? So I'm going to say it again. Ron, see, this is what they don't tell y'all. Penny Hardaway made an all-star team playing 19 games. That was one of the most controversial decisions ever in NBA history. They won't tell y'all that. Penny played another All-Star game, playing 59 games. They won't tell y'all that. See what I'm saying? Anybody in this era, Jamal Murray played 60 games this year, put up better numbers than Penny had, and was on the #1 team for most of the year and didn't make the All-Star team. But Penny made it, and he wasn't. And he played 59 games. He played less games than what Murray played this year. And if you look at Penny's career, his career was set up in a 4-year span. That's it. Well, guess what? The last 4 years for Jamal Murray that he's played, he's been solid too. He's a better free throw shooter. He's a better three-point shooter, and he shoots better from the field than Penny. These is facts. But don't nobody want to say that. Penny had the machine behind him. He had the hype machine behind him, and he had all of the marketing behind him. These are things that Tim Hardaway and guys brought up back in when a man could play 19 games and make the All-Star team. When the man saw no success outside of Shaq. When the man didn't elevate his level when they got to the biggest moments, what Jamal Murray did. This is what makes you great. And the last thing I'm going to say before I leave you shit stains where y'all at over there on Lamont's channel, I went over there on y'all rules and I cooked that boy. I put PC on my back like I do. Put the player choice on my back. I went behind enemy lines, Killtown. Behind enemy lines, Killtown. They picked the judges. They picked the audience. They picked the crowd, Chilltown. And he picked the secret voter. And guess what? I won all the way across the board. And they spent 2.5 hours last night disrespecting Dub and disrespecting the other dudes who voted for me. That's bullshit. Because I clearly won, and it wasn't controversial because it was a landslide. Period. So Lamont.
Hold on, Ticket. So yesterday, after Big Ox and I had finished what we had finished, and
right,
shout to Big Ox because the one dude, True to King, I think Ox came out a little slow early, and then in the second round, he looked like Ali. He hit him with a cross, he hit him with an uppercut, he hit him with 2 jabs to the chin piece. I thought this thing was over. I was like, yo, there's no way that Ox let him off the hook because Ox had him. It was over. Right. But then I go up and I handle my business. So now Young Africa, who I've never seen, never heard this dude, never heard nothing about him. He comes up, OG, Chilltown, where your boy Ticket at? That's why I got the red in the back. That's why I got the red blood in the back. That's why I got the black on, because it's going to be a murder today. Is your boy Ticket ducking smoke? Then Ace 30 comes up. Hey, Chilltown, where your boy Damo at? He was talking all that shit. Where your boy Damo at? I'm waiting on him. What's going on? Now, I'm speaking on behalf of my crew from PC. One thing we don't do, we might, in the words of Tupac, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we'll burn this bitch down. You get us pissed. So I'm speaking on behalf of my boys. We don't duck smoke. We're not running from nobody, right? And if Ticket said he's gonna be here, he's gonna be here. I had to bounce, unfortunately.
You're speaking for the other people, not me.
Unfortunately, I had to bounce. But later on, I hear that you lit it to this dude's ass. I would love to hear what happened.
Yeah, no. What happened was I went on and I debunked all his bull jab points. This dude, they sit up here and they want to make you think that winning doesn't affect how you look at a player individually. It does, because if you're that great, your game decides wins and losses. Your game. So you could be an NBA player like Bradley Beal, who averages 30 for a few seasons and don't have no effect on winning. Well, how good are you as a player then? You just out there putting up empty stats. But we talking about a dude in Jamal Murray that when he was on the team, they went to the Western Conference Finals. He gets hurt 2 years in a row. First round exit, second round exit. He comes right back, NBA championship. You can't deny that. Penny Hardaway was with Shaq, got swept 2 times in the conference finals. This is easy work. Jamal Murray leveled up. He's a better free throw shooter, a better three-point shooter, a better shooter from the field. He's better than Penny. Penny was overhyped. And guess what? He played against better wing competition. Who has the best comp in the league right now? Him or Penny? And Penny made all-star teams playing 59 games and 19 games. The hell out of here. Jamal Murray didn't make the all-star team this year because he played around 60 games.
Now, Ticket, you might have won the debate, Ticket. You might have won the debate-wise, your debatability. Now, I'm not gonna question that. You did your thing yesterday. Shout out Ticket, shout out Chilltown. Y'all held this down. But Tiki, you're not finna convince nobody that Jamal Murray's better than Penny Hardaway, bro. Like, let's come off for that,
Bob, what do you base? Hold on, let me ask you one question.
Tiki,
what do you base?
I refuse to get it. Hold on, I'm not a young zealous whippersnapper like Young Africa, bro.
Bob, we got my boy Fluent. Hold on, we got my boy Fluent here today, so we can fact check. What are we basing that off of, though? Because if you look at Penny's career, Penny never averaged over 21 points. He averaged 21.7. That was his career high. He only had a 4 year.
Yesterday,
wait. I'll say this to you. He only had a 4 year. He only had a 4 year span. His career was 4 years. And two of the last 4 years, Jamal Murray been hurt 2 out of the last 4 years. The other 2 years, he's in the conference finals and wins the chip. And he leveled up. His game elevated in the biggest moments. Why didn't Penny's? Shaq offset Hakeem. So Penny, who was supposed to be a sidekick and great, why didn't Penny offset everything else?
Can we get down to the bottom of this right now? I would like to know.
No. I want Bob to, because this is the fraud about Penny Hardaway. And
I want everybody to answer with who they got.
You asked me about who averaged what and who did what. Like, who scored how many points, bro. What I'm saying is, if you seen when I was debating yesterday, bro, the one thing about my debate is I was the one person who didn't name any stats. I don't do none of the numbers. I want to talk about who's a better basketball player.
Any what?
I want to talk about who's a better basketball player. I'm not going to sit out here and yell out a bunch of numbers and shit.
But you have to judge that. Hold on, but Bob, this is the thing y'all lie about. You have to judge that also based off of your effect on wins and losses. That's why LeBron James said he the GOAT. LeBron didn't say I'm the GOAT because I'm a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. He said I'm the GOAT because I won in 2016, nigga. That LeBron said that, nigga. That's Ether, nigga. So we hold on, hold on. What we talking about, Chitchat? I ain't talking about what you said. I ain't talking about what Bob said. I'm talking about what LeBron said. LeBron did not say I'm the GOAT because I'm a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. He said I'm the GOAT because I won the chip in 2016. That's why he said he the GOAT. So that's winning bias. All these players, if Carmelo Anthony would have won rings, Fluent thinks of Carmelo differently right now. All of the stuff Fluent says about Carmelo, about his game, Fluent thinks completely differently about Carmelo Anthony. So winning bias matters. So if Penny is as great as all these dudes say he is, why when Shaq was balling in the final, shoot 60% against Hakeem, even though Hakeem balled, why didn't Penny, who there was nobody else that could match up with Penny on Houston, why didn't he overcome that other half? Jamal Murray did. When it was on the wood, Jamal Murray stepped up. When it was against the Lakers, it leveled all the way up. When it was on the wood, Murray out here getting 30-point triple doubles in the NBA Finals. Where did Penny do that?
Okay, so hold on, rewind, because I can appreciate the Jamal Murray logic. I can, but we're not gonna act like Penny was number one, not in year 3. We're not gonna act like Penny number 2 was playing with Shaquille O'Neal, who got outplayed in them finals. It wasn't like he matched Hakeem Olajuwon. Don't say that he played him to a tie ticket. Don't talk like he played him to a tie.
He was averaging 30 and 12 on 60%.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he did not average 30. He averaged 26 a game that series.
No, he didn't.
That's
it.
That's a
I got it right here, too. I got it right
pull
here.
It up. He averaged 30 a game in the playoffs, maybe, but against Hakeem Olajuwon, he averaged 26 to 12. Hakeem Olajuwon averaged 33 a game in them finals. Stop talking like he played Hakeem to a tie. Because no, he didn't. That's number one. Number 2, Ron Drexler also averaged 22 a game in them finals. Right?
I got it right here, bro.
Kenny Smith was really good. So, with that being said, that Orlando Magic team, which was young pups, was not a better team.
Phil, you just lied. I got it right here.
Don't pull it up. It was 28.
Hold on, Chilltown. Shaquille O'Neal against Hakeem Olajuwon. Here's what his exact averages. He shot 59% from the field. He averaged 28 points a game. He averaged 12.5 rebounds, 6.3 assists, and 2.5 blocks per game.
And now tell everybody what Olajuwon averaged in them finals.
Okay, and hold on. And in that series, Hakeem Olajuwon, so Shaq on 59% shooting, averaged 28, 12.5, 6.3 assists, and 2.5 blocks. That's dominant.
Tell everybody what Hakeem did.
Here's what Hakeem averaged, you guys. That same series, Hakeem averaged 32.8, 11.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2 blocks. So Shaq averaged more blocks, more assists, more rebounds.
Hold on.
Shaq averaged more blocks, more assists, more rebounds. Hakeem averaged 3 more points than Shaq. And Hakeem shot
would be 4.
Let me see. Hakeem shot 48% from the field.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Shaq shot 59, nigga.
Right. And he still outplayed him.
So hold on. But Chitchat, hold on.
So your logic to me, so you're gonna sit here and hold on. So your logic to me, you're gonna sit here and tell me that because he basically played Shaq played him to a tie, which he didn't. Penny Hardaway was the difference in that series. That's your logic.
No, I'm saying no.
So what are you saying?
No, bro. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying to you this. The way Jamal Murray leveled up and elevated in the biggest moments and put his team over as a sidekick. He helped put his team over. The 30-point triple-doubles in the finals, all this stuff helped put that team over. All through the playoffs, even up into the finals. I'm saying that if Penny was that great, Penny was supposed to be an all-NBA, 4-time All-Star, 3-time All-Star at that time, or 2-time All-Star at that time. Penny was supposed to be a guy who elevated you above whatever else that the Houston Rockets had. These is facts.
No, actually, that's not a fact, Ticket. That's your opinion. But the defending NBA champion, Houston Rockets, Penny, who was in year 3, who also played really well in those playoffs, was supposed to elevate in year 3, as opposed to Jamal Murray, who's in year 7, by the way.
No.
We didn't get to see Penny Hardaway in year 7.
Jamal missed 2 years. Hold on, you got to take that.
There's a difference.
Jamal missed. Hold on, but you got to take that back because Jamal missed 2 years. Remember when Jamal first went to the hold on. No, I'm saying he missed 2 playoff runs. What I'm saying, you got to take that into equation. But when he was in the playoffs, the first time he went to the playoffs, Fluent, what they did, they went to the Western Conference Finals, right or wrong, Fluent?
The first time he was in the playoffs.
The first
he went to the Western Conference Finals. They went to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. And when he comes back the second time, he win the chip. And then watch it. This is my last thing to you, Killtail. This is my last thing to you. These is undisputable facts. And Fluent Mars, everybody can pull this up. Jamal Murray's a way better free throw shooter. He's a way better 3-point shooter. And he's a better shooter from the field than Penny. The only thing Penny did better than Jamal Murray was probably pass the basketball. These is facts. Look it up. Penny was taller than him and shot a worse percentage from the field, and he shot worse from the 3. Jamal Murray was a way better 3-point shooter. Jamal Murray shot 40% from the 3 the last 2 years in the NBA.
That's correct. He did.
Penny was at 30%. Jamal Murray shooting damn near 87% from the free throw line. Penny was around 70%.
So with that,
Jamal Murray shooting 40. Jamal Murray shooting 47% from the field. Penny's at 44%, 44%.
Are we really?
Sorry, I missed a few days, so I have some questions. You were saying I have questions. So these are the same guys who said, again, I'm not familiar with them, who said like Jordan played against plumbers and in a different era.
Yep. And now they want to boost Penny up.
So if Jordan played in a different era of plumbers and illegal defense and blah, 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 and today's players are way more skilled, way more athletic, way more everything. The game is better. The players are better. How can they not?
No, that's not.
Why aren't they consistent with that argument then? Because that's when.
That's my point. Jamal Murray out here pulling better competition on their own
debate. I'm talking about the facts.
Oh, you're talking in general. Oh, okay,
I'm not talking about the debate. The debate's one thing. I'm fine with that. Like I said, Ticket went over there, did his thing. I'm not debating that. I'm saying we don't got to do this right here. We can leave that over there. We don't got to debate Penny versus Jamal Murray right now because it's. Come on. Like, Bob, I just asked you a realistic. Hold on. But I just asked you a realistic. Hold on. You're not gonna cornhole me with them questions. No, I'm not. No. I want you to listen, Bob. Bob, that's my guy. But because Bob, you didn't. I was defenseless last night when you had all those dudes on your channel shitting on me. Every last one of them, basically. Nobody doing that. No. I'm gonna say this. No. But you let it. Hold on. But you let it. Hold on. But this is what you did. You let it ride, and you didn't even hit me and tell me, "Yo, Ticket, you want to come on? You got my number. You could have just hit me and said, "Yo, they on here riding on you. Come on. I ain't finna never let no nigga ride on you when I call you." Don't try to hear that. Hold on. Let me get that off. I did nothing like that. I didn't sit there and let nobody just talk ill.
I saw it.
Ticket, my thing is, you act like if somebody doesn't agree with you that they shit.
I didn't say that. I'm talking about they were slandering. Hold on. They were slandering. Hold on.
People are allowed to have an opinion, Ticket.
No, I didn't say that. They were slandering that I won. I went behind enemy lines and won by a landslide.
Well, because and on top of that, Ticket, that's how some people felt. They was just speaking their piece.
Right? I'm saying, hold on. All I'm saying,
you right. I was just, and I cut it off. I'm like, we not.
All I'm saying is, if they riding on me on your channel, riding on me on your channel, you can hit me. You can hit me and say, yo, Ticket, pull up. These niggas over here riding on you. Pull up. You got my number. You could have sent me the link. You know I would have came. I came the night before.
Right,
but you ain't had to let them. You ain't had to let them ride on me like that because I damn sure did that to you.
That's not what happened. I didn't let nobody.
But that is what happened.
I just let everybody speak their piece. You know what I'm saying?
It was a hate fest on your channel.
That's not what it was.
Yes, it was. I saw.
Never that. Well, what I want to do is
I would never go for that.
I'm sorry, y'all dudes is okay with this, but I'm not. Jamal Murray was not better than Penny Hardaway, and Ticket's stance on Jamal Murray being better than Penny Hardaway was the fact that Olajuwon and Hakeem Olajuwon and Shaquille O'Neal basically played Shaq to a tie. Shaq basically played him to a tie, which isn't true. That's not true. Add that to the fact that since you're on the subject of the finals, why don't you tell everybody, Ticket, why Jamal Murray actually didn't outplay Penny in the finals? Why don't you talk about that?
No. Hold on. I want you to understand what I'm saying to you.
Please explain to me.
Hold on. Without the finals right now, I still saying I think Jamal Murray was better than Penny. I think Penny had more hype.
You taking the finals
hold on. I think because if you just look at Jamal Murray's game, I'm breaking down all the aspects. Jamal Murray can do everything Penny could do, except for Penny was a little better passer. Jamal Murray boogie off the dribble. Matter of fact, he's a better scorer off the dribble than Penny was. He's his fact. He's a better pull-up shooter off the dribble. Hold on. These are facts. He's a way better shooter. Hold on. Penny was never pulling up, hitting threes like Jamal Murray does off the dribble. That's a lie.
Do you remember Penny Hardaway? Do you remember Penny Hardaway? Hold on. Stop right there. Do you remember Penny Hardaway with a money mid-range game? Do you remember Penny Hardaway with a money
So why Jamal Murray should have better
not only with a money stop and pop game at 6'7", also enhancing the revolution of the big guard? Do you remember that?
Jamal Murray
Not only that, add that to the fact that you just mentioned. I want to make sure that I'm clear, Ticket. You just mentioned that it was a lot of hype. Where do you think that hype came from? First team All-NBA in year 3. You know why he was first team All-NBA in year 3? It wasn't just because he was playing with Shaq. It was because he was one of the best guards in the league. That's why. And just so you know, Jamal Murray was playing with Joker in year 3. Just so you know. It wasn't like Jamal Murray was playing with a bunch. I'm not done. It's not like Jamal Murray was playing with a bunch of bums. He was playing with Joker in year 3. So I want to make sure we're clear on that.
Hold on.
Yo, Ticket, you cutting in and out.
Can we be clear on this?
You cutting in and out, Ticket.
Hold on. I got him. Hold on. Penny's career high was 21.7. The other year he averaged 20 points, 2 years, and that's it. Nothing else. Jamal Murray. Hold on, Chitchat. Hold on. The one thing you can't beat me with is facts. Jamal Murray is a way better free throw shooter. That's facts. Facts. Jamal Murray is a way better three-point shooter. That's facts. This ain't no fiction. That's facts.
What are you basing that on, Ticket? What are you basing that on, Ticket?
Off the eye test, and off the stats. Off Jamal Murray's ability to come off the screens or off the dribble, pull up, hit three, pull up, hit shot. He showed you that when he almost came back and won that one game against the Heat, where he came up pulling off the dribble, hitting through 2 or 3 threes in a row.
100.
His ability to do that was was at a way higher level than Penny's. He shot damn near 40 from the 3 the last 2 years.
Are you sure about that, Ticket? Because I remember watching Penny Hardaway in the 95 playoffs.
Yeah, hold on. Penny's got 30.
Knocking down threes. Not only knocking down threes, knocked down the go-ahead 3. And if Tree Rollins stays on his feet, they beat the Indiana Pacers because of Penny Hardaway knocking down threes, go-ahead 3. So with that being said.
Take it and chill. Hold on right quick. Because I got to get everybody involved in the conversation, and I got to hear from everybody. I need to know. Ox, it seems like we don't need to ask you anything. So, Damo, from you, Jamal or Penny? In a quick explanation, why?
I'm gonna say Penny. I feel like in general, Penny was just Chill brought up a good point of Penny was one of the best guards in the league at that time. At a certain point in time, he was one of the best guards in the league. Jamal Murray, even though he had a phenomenal finals, he had a phenomenal playoff run. I still feel like it's still 5-6 point guards better than Jamal Murray in the NBA right now. So I mean, Penny Hardaway is just better. He was a greater player in his time. He's just a better player. And if I'm not mistaken, is he not the better defender? I think I'm a big guy on defense. Defense matters to me. Penny Hardaway is a better defender. There we go.
Oh, that's not true. And let me say this.
Hold up right quick, Ticket. Hold up right quick. Hold up. Hold up. Let everybody, Ticket. I'm gonna let everybody get their opinion off, and then you could you could go at everybody in the room. But Mars, I want to hear from you. Jamal Murray or Penny Hardaway, and why?
Penny, and then because when I go and watch them with my eyes, Penny Hardaway is better at the game of basketball than Jamal Murray is. That's not a slight to Jamal Murray. He's also very good. But when someone is better than someone, I have to say that they are better. And that's who Penny Hardaway is.
Why did that translate to winner? If he's better than Jamal Murray and their stats are similar, Jamal Murray has better career averages than Penny too right now. So if that's the case, again, Jamal Murray has better career averages than Penny right now. Not only with the points, not only with all the other averages, but also with the percentages. The 3-point
and he played longer.
Penny, hold on, Chitchat.
Because he stayed healthier and he played longer. That's why. And they were in the NBA Finals.
I'm only using the first. Hold on. I'm only using the first few years of Penny's career. Penny was shooting 70. Hold on. Penny was shooting 74 and 76% from the free throw line. We called LeBron James. Hold on. We called. Hold on.
What the Jamal Murray these free throw numbers is about to be a compelling argument.
That's 88, 89%. Hold on. 88, 89%. Hold on, Chilltown. So let's go to the 3. Let's go to the 3. Penny shooting the 3, Chilltown. Penny Hardaway shooting the 3 was 26%. Then he was 31, 31, 30, 28, 34. Jamal Murray been shooting 40 for the 3.
Now, what you're talking about? No, you hold on, Ticket. So now, what I want you to do when you talk about that, tell everybody what the volume was with those. Because if he's only shooting 2 a game, if he's only shooting 1 or 2 a game, that's completely different than a guy who's jacking up 6 or 7 a game. And that's a part of their offense. Add that to the
when Penny was the All-Star. When Penny was the All-Star,
add that to the fact that you mentioned winning.
I'm gonna give you that right now. When Penny was an All-Star. 95, 90, 96, 97, when he was an All-Star, in the middle of the prime of his All-Star, Penny shot 4.5 threes a game and made 1.4, shot 31% from the 3. So Jamal Murray, on the other hand, hold on, I'm not finished. Jamal, hold on, I'm about to give you Jamal Murray's. We're about to compare it right now. So Jamal Murray, on the other hand, sir, when he was coming from the 3, as everybody can see right now, Jamal Murray is shooting for the 3-point line, you guys. Guess what? Jamal Murray shot his second in the league, third in the league, 5.5 threes. Third year, 5.5. Fourth year, 5.5. Fifth year, this past year, he shot 6.6. So he shot more threes.
That's almost 7 threes a game. That's almost 7 threes a game.
Right. Compared to Penny, hold on. Compared to Penny's 4.5.
Double what Penny is doing.
Hold on. But Penny was shooting 31%. It's harder to shoot a better percentage when you shoot more, nigga.
No,
once
it's not.
Hold on. I'm gonna guess it is. Come on.
3 chances.
Hold on. No. I'm explaining to you.
No, that's not true.
I'm explaining to you. When you shoot, I'm explaining to you. When you shoot more, it's harder for your percentage to be higher because the accuracy goes down as you shoot more. When you shoot less, it's easier for you to shoot better. For example, it's easier for you to go 2 of 3 than it is for you to go 6 of 7, 6 of 9, 6 of 10. These are absolute numerical fact.
No, they're not numerical facts. No, that's not true. Here's why that's not true. The reason why that's not true is because if I'm shooting more, then I'm probably going to shoot better shots. That's what I'm going to do. If I'm shooting 8 shots, as opposed to if I'm only getting 3 shots, it's no guarantee that I'm going to get good shots. If I'm shooting 8 threes, if I'm shooting 9 threes, I'm probably going to get much better looks as opposed to shooting 3. because I'm probably going to be crowded a little bit more. Not only am I going to be crowded a little bit more, I'm probably not going to be on the floor as much. So I'm going to be tighter, and I'm not going to nearly be as loose as opposed to when I'm shooting 8 or 9 threes. And I know for a fact that I'm going to be out here. And if I'm going to be out here, I'm going to play a little bit looser. So that's not true, Ticket. That's not.
Fellas, we gotta move on. But before we do,
I got one last question for him. I got one last question for him.
For who? For Chill?
Last question for you, dog. Yeah, for Chill. So Chill. This is my one last question for you, dog. Do you think that Jamal Murray was robbed of all-star teams in the last 2 years he played? The 1 year they went to the conference finals, and this year?
This year, who was he making all-star?
The year he went to the conference finals and averaged 20 that year, when he was in the bubble against the Lakers, and this year when he averaged 20 again, when they was the first place team in the West all season.
Well, once again, no, because who was coming off that all-star team?
What do you mean?
I'm pulling it up right now.
Who's coming off that all-star team?
Well, hold on, Rob. Think about this now. They were first in the West.
Forget records.
Hold on.
No. You're not going to do that.
I'm going to give you guys all the players.
You're not doing that records thing because Dejounte Murray made the all-star team last year. San Antonio was at the bottom of the Western Conference.
No, I'm asking.
Don't bring the records up.
Right. No. Chill. Listen. You hear my point. My point is this. You jumped the gun. The reason why he didn't make it is because of the games he played, bro. He didn't play enough games. That's why he didn't make it. Bro, listen. Penny Hardaway made the All-Star team playing 19 games. Tim Hardaway blasted Penny because once Penny played the All-Star game, he didn't play the rest of the season. He didn't play no more. Then the year before that, he made the All-Star team. He only played 59 games. But they wouldn't put Jamal Murray in, and Jamal Murray played 59 games. And they wouldn't vote him. And Murray played 59 games and went to the Western Conference Finals. And they wouldn't vote him because they said he didn't play enough games.
So, Ticket, if he played enough games, you think he would have made it?
Say what?
So you think if Jamal Murray played enough games, he would have made it?
They did the same thing to AD. They did. They refused to put AD in the All-Star team because he wasn't playing enough games. That's fluent.
So can I give you the players and you tell me who he would have made it over?
Go ahead.
All right, so these are all guards. Obviously, you know.
Just the guards, Ron. That's it. Just the guards. I'm
going to give you the starters, then I'm going to give you the reserves. You tell me any of these guys he would have made it on. Got to be West Coast guys, though. So we'll go with Kyrie Irving.
No. Kyrie wasn't at the All-Star.
Kyrie was in the East, though.
Kyrie was in the
East. I'm looking at it right now. He was on the Mavericks.
He got picked for the East. He made the All-Star game as an Eastern Conference guard.
Yeah, he was in the East, so we can't say Kyrie.
All right, Luka.
No, he wouldn't have made it over Luka.
Ja.
No, he wouldn't have made it over Ja.
Anthony Edwards.
Yes,
he was an injury replacement. So he was an injury replacement.
Easy made it over Anthony Edwards. Easy. Yeah, nigga, he was on the best team. And they weren't even in the playoffs at that time. Remember,
talking about the best team ticket. We keep talking about this ticket. We keep talking about this team logic.
Hold on. Your effect on winning also has something to do with you being in the All-Star game. Don't act like this is new. That's what. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. That's the Detroit Pistons put 4 All-Stars in the All-Star game.
That's correct. That's correct. I'm glad you brought that up. So then explain last season why DeJounte Murray made the All-Star team while not being on a winning team with the San Antonio Spurs. By the way, as a reserve. Explain that. And San Antonio was at the bottom of the West. Can you explain that?
Bro, that's because I told you Jamal Murray. Hold on. I repeat again. Hold on. I repeat again. Hold on. I'm gonna repeat to you again, brother. This is what I'm telling you about. They are punishing dudes for not playing enough games. Listen, hold on. I want you to think about this. Hold on. That's the only reason AD didn't make the All-Star team 2 years. For 2 years, AD has been held at the All-Star game because he haven't played enough games. But Penny Hardaway made the All-Star team. He played 19 games. He played 59 games and made the All-Star team. That's insane. He was being blasted by his contemporaries.
Are we really arguing about the All-Star game?
No, because that makes a difference, Fluent.
It means
because if Jamal Murray
nothing. It means nothing.
Fluent, but if Jamal Murray,
it means nothing. Hold on, let me tell you why it means nothing. Because all the years Anthony Hardaway made the All-Star team, he was voted in by the fans. The same idiot fans who in the East who voted BJ Armstrong in. So it's
as a starter, by the way, Tom. As a starter,
no, but they use it. No, Fluent. I'm with you, Fluent, my brother. I'm with you. No, I'm saying Fluent.
Starter, by the way, Tom.
Fluent. You're making Fluent. You're making sense. Fluent. You're making sense. But I'm saying this to you, bro. They don't do that no more. They're not doing that as far as with guys like 80 and those guys. For example, with 80 and those guys, they should be in the All-Star team based off their performance. All I'm saying to you is this. These dudes downgrading Jamal Murray in my argument because they say he don't got no All-Star appearances and stuff like that. I'm saying,
Ron, please put that super chat back on the season. Please put that super chat back up. Go ahead, Ticket. Keep going. Keep going, Ticket.
He would have played enough.
I'm about to deal with this right now because this makes me nuts.
Yo, we gotta have a
this is the last thing. This is the last thing. All I'm saying is this: the same way Fluent and we all have our different biases how we look at play. Right. I swear, bro, everybody be looking at Jamal Murray different had he would have got those 2 NBA All-Star nods, because he would have been a 2-time NBA All-Star going to his third. Now next year, ain't no way he ain't gonna be on that All-Star ballot. He'll be all NBA, all of this stuff, right? So now he's gonna get the recognition he deserved back when they went to the Western Conference Finals in the bubble. He been the difference.
So what happens if Jamal doesn't get an All-Star nod this year?
He will. Or that means he got hurt. That's the only way he won't is because he got hurt.
So he'll definitely make it over Ja. 100% make it over Ja this year. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I mean, there's still other players though too. Does he make it over De'Aaron?
No.
Does he make it over SGA?
He's still not better than
don't think
he's not better than SGA. He's not better than Luka.
He's not better than SGA.
Dame's still in the West as of now.
You heard that right, Mars.
So he's not. So he's
Dame will be in
better.
The East. Come on, stop it. Dame
well,
will
he's
be in
not.
The East.
He's not yet. Let's just talk about what it is.
Well,
so
we're smart basketball talkers, right?
Well, they don't have to send him to Miami just because he wants to go to Miami. You know, they could send
him.
There's 45 million reasons why he's going to go to the team he wants to go to.
I'm going to get my belt on you for it because you leaving me hanging with the Canadian boy.
Does, but if he doesn't,
you see how Florent is doing you, Jamal. You see how Florent is doing you, Jamal Murray.
That's still 5 point guards better than Jamal right there in the West.
Stand up for your Canadian brother,
I was defending him.
You see this, Jamal? Jamal, I want this to go viral, Jamal Murray. Your Canadian brother up here. I'm up here standing for you.
This been going on for way too long.
You know,
just so you know,
side, right?
Lenny versus why did the NBA DNP Lenny versus LeBron? Are you saying that because he didn't play in a summer league game against LeBron James, that makes him better? Ruger Red, let me give you some information really quickly. In the 1998-99 season in the Big East, Jamal Thomas played for Providence College. He led the Big East in scoring. Tore the Big East up. Played in the 99 in the summer of 2000. He played for the Portland Trail Blazers summer league team. I outplayed him in that game. Do you think I'm better than Jamal Thomas?
Man,
yes or no?
They already played head to head. They played head to head, and LeBron got the best of him, hit the game winner in his face.
What are we talking about here?
Yes,
come on, bro. Let's be honest.
I'm with you, Chill. You are better.
You don't got to be humble around family, Chill.
Yeah,
better than the brother. Go ahead and say that.
How long have we been dealing with this super chat now, Mars? If I'm not mistaken.
Keep him coming, Ruger. He's been going for like a week at this point.
Every day.
I'm almost convinced. I'm about 10 more super chats away from being convinced.
Exactly.
We're done.
That explanation from Chilltown was not good enough for me.
I think a $500 super chat will flip my decision.
No, he got him. Hey, he got him. No, LeBron played him straight up in the ABC. They played straight up, and LeBron cooked him. And LeBron, that's how LeBron got on the map. He hit the game winner on him right there. I mean, that's how he got on the map.
Hey, but for real, like, what's his name, Lenny Cook? I'm not really hip to Lenny Cook like that. I don't really know. I don't know about bro like that. So
he was regarded as the best high school player.
Yeah, he was a monster.
I believe in the 02 season. He was coming in at the end of the 02 season, the year before James came out. He was considered the best high school player in the country.
Lenny Cook and LeBron in high school ain't none. One of them had nothing on Leon Paul.
People don't understand. You know, people don't understand about.
I'm saying, Ron, ain't none of them had nothing on Leon Paul.
Lenny was better than Leon. Lenny was better than Leon. He got in some trouble. He got in some trouble, bro. That's all. He got in some trouble in it. And the sad part is, He actually killed in the NBA Summer League. He destroyed it. The video's online. He killed dudes in the NBA Summer League, but he had so much like trouble on his name, they refused to even allow him on the NBA roster. That was
you know this. There's more that goes into making the NBA than being a good player. And some people, life in sports, just peak at different times. He may have been. I don't know enough about him to say he may have been a better high school player than LeBron, but that might have been the peak. That might have been just the best he's ever.
No, chill. No, Fluent. Check this out.
No, hold on. And if there's off the court stuff, that is going to affect you. You know that guy, the professor? I was just watching him yesterday with he was talking with Kevin Garnett. He averaged 27 and 10 in the summer league. Never got a shot on an NBA team. So summer league. So I'm just saying, there's a lot that goes into it. I don't know enough about this Lenny guy to speak about it. Other than
no. He was a number one. He was a number one recruit in the nation, and then he went and destroyed. He destroyed everybody in the summer league. I think he played with the Celtics summer league.
Yeah, he did.
Chill town.
We talking about Lenny?
Yeah.
Ruger Red just sent another super chat through, and he said Lenny led the summer league in points that year.
But so chill town. I want to know, was he better than Leon Poe?
Yeah, he was better than Leon Poe. Yeah, and I like Leon to show Poe. Leon Poe was a monster.
What else did he do? That's cool that he's put them up the most points.
No. He didn't Fluent. His thing was this. He should have went to. This is what really hurt him. He should have went a year to college. He did him not going because he listened to the NBA. What he did was he signed with an agent, and at that time the rules were different. If you signed with an agent,
you couldn't play college.
You foregoing your college eligibility.
I know that. I know that firsthand. Yes, go ahead.
Right. So he got in some trouble. He didn't get after he got into trouble. He didn't get drafted. Right. Mm-hmm. And then after he didn't get drafted, he got signed to the summer league. He destroyed everything in the summer league. But the NBA teams felt like he was much more trouble than worth the risk, and that's the reason why he didn't make the NBA.
All right. That's what I'm asking. What was the other stuff? Because that's why.
No. If you go online,
you can be a baller. It's not just about you being a baller. You have to do other things too.
Definitely.
All right, fellas. I got a couple super chats. Now y'all know we're gonna talk about the summer league. I do want to talk about kind of what the show was kicked off with. This FYF Vs PC this Saturday, July 8th at noon Eastern time. Y'all know we're going to turn it up, King of the Court style. I do want to talk about that a little more. And I got a couple other things I want to talk about as well. But for now, let's start with the first super chat of the day from Jay Renrick. He said, Ticket got smoked 1,000%, and I rock with y'all.
So why I won then, nigga? Why I won? Why did I win? Hold on. Why did I win on the panel vote? Why did I win in the chat room? And why did I win on the private vote?
That's all that matters.
Answer my question. Y'all some hoes that hate me. Y'all niggas hate to love me in here, nigga. But guess what? You can't hate on God's work. Because what God want to be, that's what's going to be, sucker.
Lonnie Williams said, Ticket, can you explain without numbers why you think this?
I already told you. Nigga, get the eye test. I seen him level up in the finals. I seen him level up in the biggest moments and get it done. I never saw Penny do that. Case closed, nigga.
Almighty Lambo said, though I'd most likely take Penny over Murray, I don't think it's just no conversation for it like y'all make it seem in the defensive ticket. Bertram Lawrence Jr. said, was John Wall a top 5 point guard in the 2010s?
No.
I think we can have I'm going to say no, but he was definitely in the conversation.
Hold on. So you're looking at Chris Paul.
At his absolute best.
You're looking at Chris Paul. You're looking at Darren Williams. You're looking
not
at
Darren Williams.
Not in the 2010s?
No, not in
2010. Darren Williams wasn't in 2010. Wasn't balling with the Jazz.
No, that was early on. That was early on.
It might have been up until like 2011, I guess.
Yeah, he had a couple years. That was
early on.
Hold on. I thought Darren Williams was balling against Kobe and them.
So Chris Paul, like you said, Ticket. Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving.
Come on, Darren Williams, nigga.
Y'all just gonna skip over Rajon Rondo?
Hold on, Darren Williams is the All-Star. Hold on. No, that's y'all wrong.
But we don't care about All-Stars because Jamal Murray.
No. Hold on, Mars. The conversation in the NBA was who was the best point guard between Chris Paul
and Darren Williams.
Yes,
in the 2000s, not the 2010s.
No, that's 2010. No, I got it right here. That's 2010. That was in his prime.
That was at the end of the 2000s. That was at the end of the 2000s. After that,
2009-10 season or the 2010-11 season.
So that's what I'm saying. Ticket. So from 2010 to 2019, when was Darren Williams, you think, an elite guard? From 2010 to 2019, how many years you think he was an elite guard?
Hold on. He made the All-Star team from 2009 to 2012. He made the All-Star team all those years, 4 years in a row.
So he made the All-Star team.
We don't care about that though, because All-Stars don't.
I know you don't care because you're a cold-blooded hater.
No, you don't care either because Jamal Murray's never been an All-Star. So let's not use All-Star.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Darren Williams.
We shouldn't value All-Star selections. We shouldn't.
Hold on, you're not here. Hold on, I'm not just talking about that. I'm telling him that along with him being, the word was that it was an argument between who was the best point guard at that time between Chris Paul and Darren Williams. That's a fact.
So Ticket, in the 2010s, you take Darren Williams in your top 5?
Over CP3? No.
No, I'm just talking about just top 5 in general. Does he crack the top 5?
No, I would have CP3
like 3 seasons into the 2000s.
I would have CP3.
John Wall had a 5-year stretch where he was a 20-10 guy. He did,
but I wouldn't have put John Wall in the top 5.
Man.
I would have had CP3, Darren Williams. Like Chill said, Rondo would have been up there. Steph Curry would have been up there, and also Dame Dollar would have been up there. That's 5 over John Wall right there. And you can't tell me
you gotta put John Wall over Darren Williams.
Hold on. The 2013 season was Darren Williams' last year being an elite player in his career. So we're not even talking about just the 2010. In his career, that was his last year being elite. So you're talking about the 2010s from 2010, 2011 to 2012, 2013. Is the number John Wall for the decade? Ain't no way. Ticket.
Yeah, he did. Hold on. Well, that's easy work because if you look at John Wall, go back from 2010. Go back from 2010 on to that time. John Wall, yeah, he was making All-Star teams, but guess what? He wasn't winning the way that Darren Williams was winning.
What was Darren Williams winning? What?
A lot more games and had a better player.
How is Darren Williams over Russell Westbrook?
I didn't say because at that time. Russell Westbrook was a sidekick. Darren Williams was the number 1 guy on his team.
Russell Westbrook was also a number 1 in the 2010s.
No, I'm saying he was a side. Well, yeah, some of it he was. So I give you that.
Because if you think Darren Williams over John Wall,
well, I'll take Dame out and put Russ in.
In the 2010s.
How's Darren Williams over Dame? Okay.
Darren Williams is over.
Darren Williams had better playoff. Hold on. Darren Williams had better playoff success than Dame. Dame was getting smoked in the first round, getting swept and getting ran out of there by the Pelicans and other teams he wasn't supposed to. At least Darren Williams. Second round.
From when the 2010 started, Darren Williams missed the playoffs in 2011, missed the playoffs in 2012. Then 2013 was a 7-game series, lost in the first round, and then after that he was washed up. So what did
John Wall do?
Did not just say Darren.
No, I'm not talking about John Wall. I'm talking about Damian Lillard now. We're talking about Damian Lillard because you keep saying Darren Williams is top 5.
And what did Dame Dollar do from 2010? What did Dame Dollar do except for go to the conference finals and fail?
Well, he wasn't in the NBA in 2010.
That's already more than Darren Williams. That one conference finals run is more than Darren Williams.
Okay,
literally.
Marsh.
So yeah, get him out of the top 5, man. That was poor for me. I expect better from him. That was terrible.
Man, brush your teeth, boy.
That's fine. I can brush my teeth, and you can do better because that was really bad. And you've shown to be performing at a higher standard than that, Ticket. So I'm going to hold you to a higher standard. Darren Williams at top 5.
That's right now.
Darren Williams top 5. That's bad.
I know my mic is pissed right there. Like, bro, go do something with that.
Hey, so right quick, can I get the definitive top 5 point guards? Is it easy that it's obviously Steph? We got Dame,
Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, and Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, Kyrie.
We're all saying Kyrie over Rajon?
Hold
No.
on, Mars is lying. Chill down. They lost to the Lakers in the semifinals against Kobe and them. They won 53 games in 2010. In the next year,
that's
in 2011.
the 09-10 season. I just said that. I said 2010-11 is when the 2010 decade starts. 09-10 season is still the 2000s because it started in the 2000s. So I made that. That was very clear.
The next time they lost to the
2010s.
Hold on. The next time they lost to the Tim Duncan and Super Team Spurs. Then they lost. What? The next year they came. Yeah, they lost to Tim Duncan and Spurs. in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, nigga, do your research. And then in 2012, they got snubbed and didn't make it, even though they won. They was 43 and 39.
Was in New Jersey. What are we talking about?
Hold on. Hold on. That year he wasn't.
He got traded
From Brooklyn. He got traded from Utah to Brooklyn.
Come on, man. Hey, don't do this with me. I'm not the one. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't do this with me. Go debate FYF. Go debate FYF. Go debate FYF. I'm a level above. Don't do
Hey, this weekend we don't gotta do the whole FYF thing. We could just do the rematch for Sticky. And we could just run it back, chat. What y'all wanna do? Hey, chat, y'all wanna see this? Y'all wanna see this? Y'all wanna see this
right now, little boy? We can do this right now, little boy. We can
this?
I'm not participating.
Since daddy put you on the map, your head been getting bigger, boy.
That was cool from you.
Because you was unheard of before me. I made you famous, ho. I made you famous. You better respect your daddy. I made you famous.
All right. We're not gonna do this right now.
Mars, what's the opposite of excellence?
Better respect your daddy.
Oh, that was poor. That was terrible.
You poor arguing for John Wall.
Chill out.
I don't care about Jeremy Williams over John Wall. I cared he had him top 5. I literally said that like 4 times.
How many years? I want to know how many years do you have to play in the 2010s to be in that top 5?
At least
half of them.
You have to be at high, like if you play at a full-time level for like 3 or 4 years.
I'm actually thinking all of them, to be honest.
So Kobe, who was like a first-team All-NBA performer in 10, 11, 12, 13, he's out because it was only like 4 years.
No, he would make it for me because shooting guards in the 2010s are mediocre.
Point guards are very high. Then your list is Kobe,
hold on.
Harden, Steph, like there's 3 right there, probably Chris Paul, and then you could pick.
No. Who did he have over
Darren Williams? But it ain't Darren Williams.
Yo, when it comes to
that's what I'm saying.
Who did you have, Mars? Who did you have?
You can't do the 2010s without Rajon,
Russell Westbrook,
being
Damian Lillard, Kyrie. That was my team.
I don't know, Ox. The numbers don't back that out. I ain't gonna.
We talking about point guard. We talking about point guard in 2010.
No,
right?
Somebody call FYF.
Let me just.
Somebody call FYF.
No, nobody called you.
Well, not
Ron.
right now.
Hey, Ron, chill out,
I
man.
can swear somebody mentioned me.
Ron, see, man.
Yeah, like
I can swear somebody mentioned me.
it was 20 minutes ago.
And I need to let y'all know, don't confuse the people on my panel with me. Don't get that twisted. So if you mention Young Africa, mention Young Africa. But if you mention FYF, I'm here. If you got a debate for me, talk to me now.
Go ahead, Mars. I'll let you handle my lightweight.
All right.
What did I say?
Mars,
I'm just saying, I heard FYF.
Mars, don't get quiet
Who
now.
you hear from?
You raised
I heard FYF. I heard Mars open his mouth and say, "Go debate FYF." I'm here.
Yeah, because FYF is your platform.
No, hold on. Don't get people on my panel twisted with me. It's only one person on my logo. That's me.
As far as I know you,
all right, man. I'm telling you right now, so you informed. I'm telling you now, so you informed. Don't get other people twisted with FYF. I'm here.
Congratulations.
I'm here now, and I was calling you out. I was calling you out specifically for the last month, and you ain't showed up. So don't try to call me out on a members only panel now when you thought I was asleep.
Are you gonna let me finish?
Man, like I said, bro, don't act soft. Don't act tough, my guy. Don't act tough now. I'm here. See, you see what happens when you say my name?
Clearly, just trying.
But when we say your name, you stay in the chat.
I know you as Lamont.
You don't know me. You ain't spoke to me before.
Stop it, I know you as Lamont.
Bro, like I said, you don't. Hold on. You see somebody debate.
When I say FYF, I was talking about the platform.
All right. Well, okay. Well, thanks for clarifying it for the people.
Yes.
Thank you for clarifying.
I wasn't talking about.
Get that shit straight. You mentioned me. I'm here.
That's great.
If you ain't got nothing for me, then shut the hell up with my name, because you ain't pulled up to my panel. I respect Ticket. I respect Teal. I respect Ron. They pulled up when I called their name.
And I said,
you didn't.
Smoke. Yeah, I'm not going.
Good night, man. Hey, good day, my guy. Good night, whatever it is over there. You a chump. Like I said, people called you out. You stayed in the chat. Don't call my name when I'm not here.
I wasn't talking about.
Come on, man. Stop it.
I wasn't talking.
Don't associate other people with FYF.
Hold on,
I literally clarified what I meant.
Well, thank you for clarifying it. And when you mention FYF, make sure you say Lamont with it, because there's only one person associated with this channel.
Hey, hold on.
If I say Lamont, I'm talking about you. When I said FYF,
man, like I said, man.
All right, but you popped up though, Lamont. Now you gonna let Mars talk?
Right. He doesn't. No, hold on. There was no talking to be done. He said the name.
Okay.
He said the name. Hold up. We about to be cordial. Somebody trying to disrespect my brand, associating people with my brand. I ain't about to be cordial with a clown. What you mean? What you mean? Man, come on. Now, see, all of a sudden now when I pull up, now it's all be nice and shit. Stop.
I'm not about being nice, about clarifying.
All right, bro. All right, like I said, man, you called the boogeyman. I'm here, and now you want to flip.
Hey, Ron, hold on, Ron.
I never flipped. That's what I meant the whole time.
Hey, Damo, hold on, Damo. Hey, LeBron.
That's some clown shit. That's clown shit.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Lamont.
That's clown shit.
Lamont, we want that. Hold on, Lamont. We want that smoke, Lamont. Hold on.
Ticket. I don't got no issue with the basketball.
No. I'm saying this to you. Me and Mars, we go at it every day. That's my little brother. But we not ducking no smoke. We want
that's not what. That's not. Hold up. I can't tell. Ticket.
Hold on, Lamont.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
I'm the only one who ducks the smoke.
Mars, you do not have to be afraid of these dudes, Mars.
I'm terrified. That's fine. I'm saying
I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be respectful.
We can get back to basketball talk, man. We see what it is.
I'm trying to be respectful, Mars, and I'm trying to be cordial. But at the end of the day, Mars, you don't have to be afraid of any of these dudes. None of them.
He's not afraid.
Because this is basketball talk. That's all it is. And if these dudes have something to say, Lamont popped up. Let's get it on.
Facts.
I don't want. Yeah, PC does not duck smoke. Players Trace does not duck smoke. Mars on PC duck smoke. Me, I will not go to any other platform because I'm scared. I don't pull up to Tickets channel, I'm scared. I don't pull up to Chill, I'm scared. I don't pull up to any other channel that isn't PC.
There's no reason for you to.
I'm terrified.
You don't have to do that, Mars.
So if you want to say Mars duck smoke, yes, I 1000% duck every ounce of smoke that comes my way. I will hide in the chat and I will talk and use my Twitter fingers to type and be disrespectful. If you ask me to pull up, I will not pull up. I am terrified.
This is
so there you go. That is 100% factual. So if you want to say that about me, I will not argue because it is true. Now you understand that is cool.
All right, bro.
FYF,
All right, bro.
I was not talking about you. I was talking about the platform.
All right. You clarified it. So like I said, man, when people say FYF, I pull up.
Let him clarify, bro.
Okay, now I understand that when FYF is said, you believe it's about you. When I said FYF, I was
nigga. Well, who else is supposed to be about?
Because when I see FYF on
God damn, y'all sound dumb as man.
Don't say y'all. Hey, Lamont. Don't say y'all, Lamont.
When I see FYF on my YouTube recommended, it's a whole panel of people that all seem to be.
All right, my guy, man. Like I said, man.
I know you as Lamont.
I said, don't get. All I'm asking you is don't get me twisted with these other dudes that be debating tickets.
And that's fine. I wasn't talking about.
And if you mention my name, you always expect me to pull up. That's the difference.
That's fine. And you
always
don't duck smoke. That's fine. I didn't. I know.
Ticket know that. Ticket know that. Everybody know that.
Yeah. Everybody does not know that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damo, I don't know you. I don't know you, Damo, man. Come on. You didn't show up yesterday, Damo. You ducked. You the one ran.
I'm not pulling up to the summer league. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my God, bro! Everybody got excuses for not pulling up, man.
No.
Mine ain't an excuse.
Oh my God, man! All right, bro. I guess we should just make up excuses not to pull up on the 8th. Then just don't show up.
I looked and I said, you know what?
Kind of sorry shit is. It's just basketball talk, bro. You act like you pulling up to a street fight.
It's just basketball talk. I didn't care enough to go.
Jesus Christ, y'all! It's just basketball, bro. Y'all act like y'all pulling up to fight or something. Stop it, man.
You came over here with an attitude.
Damo, I came over with an attitude because somebody mentioned my name.
Highlight that super chat.
And don't tell that you. All right, well, get back to basketball, man.
Yeah, Ron, can you highlight the super chat that Taquay White just said because that would actually clarify.
Get back to basketball because I don't even know who you are.
I don't know who none of y'all are. I looked at that list and I said,
all right, then why are you talking to me?
23 fucking Heat. Who are these niggas that's undrafted?
All right, man, get back to basketball. I don't know who you are, my guy.
That's one of the Martin twins. I don't know which one. It's just one of the Martin twins. I don't know which Martin twin it is. It's one of them. Like, what are we talking about? Who are you to me?
In Lamont's,
I don't know who the hell this is.
I don't know
in Lamont's defense, I was on his channel a couple of days ago, and some dude pulled up, and what is his name? I want to say name starts with a C, and he's trying to sell us that Tyrese Halliburton floor is Steve Nash, and Lamont made it clear, hey, chill, just so you know, these guys are not indicative to my channel. The people who pull up are the people who pull up. This isn't an indication of what I have going on here. This is just people who pull up from time to time. So in Lamont's defense, I can appreciate that. On the other side of that, though, as Mars was stating, he was just calling out the Coca-Cola brand. He wasn't calling out you specifically. That's all this was about. That's all it is.
It was pretty
at the end.
Difficult to understand. Like
I'm calling Lamont.
Well, I'm not. Like the super chat said, the whole King of the Court is being advertised as Players' Choice versus FYF. So
this one,
unless it's Players' Choice versus just Lamont, but it's being advertised as FYF versus Players' Choice. So when I say FYF, I'm obviously going to talk about the platform because that's what it's being advertised as. I didn't know that FYF was just Lamont.
Now we playing pretend games, man.
Is it just Players' Choice versus Lamont? I don't think so. I thought FYF
was playing pretend games, man.
Mars,
clearly I was wrong.
Mars,
so
look, Mars, we not. Hey, Lamont, I'm gonna tell you something. We not worried about that. I went over to your house already and watched that bullshit you got up over there on your rules. So you coming over here poking out your chest don't mean nothing because I already went to your house and won by landslide. So we not running from those folks. I already went to your house.
What happened? Hey, Ticket, real quick. Ticket, what happened when you went over there? Ticket, what happened when you went over there?
Dude, I watched them and listen. Do you know what's gonna happen when y'all gotta come over here? Do you know what's gonna hold on. Do you know what's gonna happen when you bring them bozos over here?
Do you want them to replay the debate over here?
They gotta see Fluent one-on-one. You know what's gonna happen when you bring them bozos over here and they gotta see Damo one-on-one? You know what happened when they come over here and they gotta go see O one-on-one? You know what happened when they come over here and they gotta see my boy Grilltown one-on-one? When they gotta see Mars one-on-one? And all that little cap and all that little fake talk y'all doing over there, y'all come over here to the big.
Hey, you know what you didn't say though? You didn't say what's gonna happen when you got to see me one-on-one. That's a good way to avoid me. I appreciate that because you don't want to see me one-on-one. And like I said, every time you see me one-on-one, it's been a disaster for you. Every time.
Did we lose?
In what lifetime? In what lifetime?
Bro, it was just yesterday. Just yesterday, it was a disaster for you. That was just a sample.
Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro.
You don't remember yesterday morning?
We don't take you serious. We play games with you.
All right, show. Well then, all right, then don't take me serious. We'll be there on the 8th. And we're not gonna have no random excuses not to show up.
Okay, hey, look.
We're not gonna skate in late like we didn't know it was going on.
When the 8th comes,
we'll be there.
Fire all them bums.
We're not gonna fake like we didn't know what was going on.
Fire all them bums on your team after the 8th. Fire all them bums. Whole team trash. He got a whole team full of bums.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to some basketball talk. Hey, FYF, you sticking around?
Yeah.
I'll be here for a couple minutes.
All right, cool. Oh man. Let's.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Me and Fluent come up here. Me and Fluent get into it all the time. Guess what? I put my money on Fluent against anybody else on any other platform. Anybody. Same thing with Chill Town. Same thing with Mars, man. You think we're gonna let bums come around here trying to dictate the people, man? Man, y'all dudes finna get washed, man. On July the 8th, y'all finna wash, bro. It ain't even gonna be funny. I hope everybody show up to see this. We're gonna make an example out of these dudes. All these dudes come over here just talking, acting like they can come up here and do what the big dogs do. The dudes y'all see on the screen outside of Lamont Lane is big dogs for real, dog. And all y'all in the comment section acting like or thinking like y'all can do this, go team up with Lamont. Bring your ass on the 8th, and we're going to drop you both off, man. Period, dog. Easy work, man. I already went to his channel and won, Ron. I went to his channel and won by a landslide. Now, what you think will happen over
here? All right, fellas. The NBA Summer League was last night. It kicked off. It was a few different games. Some of your favorite young rookies played. Dub's favorite, Jaime Jaquez. Chet Holmgren finally hit the court. Brandon Miller. We had a lot of guys. But I actually want to start by talking about a guy who hasn't played. Draymond Green and Paul George, Paul George has his podcast, and they happen to be talking about, well, Victor Wembanyama. So I want to know if what Draymond says you guys believe is true. I'm about to play this right now.
No, hell no, we don't.
Talent. With some of the that I've seen, we're not letting him do that. How Wemby obviously went first this draft. Hell of a talent. With some of the that I've seen, we're not letting him do that. How would
this is Paul George
you're
talking.
not just dribbling it to me like the Harlem. Exactly. So you gotta press up into him. If you let him get comfortable, you lose because you're not blocking his shot. He may not even see your contest. I'm crowding him from the time he start running up and down the court. You also get to a certain height where it becomes a disservice in this league. Once you get to this level, you're going to run up against guys who's way stronger, that moves as fast or faster, and they play way lower to the ground. And as you know, low man wins. But I'm going to tell you what I think separates him as a rim protector is as elite as we have in the NBA. Teams are always looking for rim protectors. There's someone in the NBA getting paid as a rim protector, probably more money than you, which is a lot of money. He's from France too. He is from France. He is.
I want to talk about that, fellas. How do we feel about what he said about Wemby? Is he right?
Okay, I agree. I thought I wasn't going to agree. I agree.
Everything I said was correct. Everything he said.
He's a hater.
It's the exact same thing I said. Why I told you to be a bust.
How did he hate? He just said a bunch of facts.
No, hold on. Because first of all, he haven't. Hold on.
Facts right there.
First of all, Paul George ain't one shit to say shit about another dude like that. Second of all, he haven't played it. Hold on. We haven't seen a man take one dribble on the NBA court. Because if I remember right, they said some of these same things about Luka before he stepped on the NBA court. And Luka came out here and tore all this shit up. The next thing I know, all the European players and all the foreigners been coming over here kicking all these dudes' asses. Point blank, period. I remember these dudes talking all that bullshit about Giannis and what Giannis couldn't do. And what did Giannis do? Take over the goddamn game. What about all this shit they was talking about running with Jokic, pushing up Embiid and all these other dudes? What did Jokic do? Take over the game. So I don't want to hear that. All the foreign players, all the foreign players are taking over, Fluent.
Ticket. You brought up a good point, Ticket. Now you got to take Luka out of the equation because he's not a tall, lanky kid like Wemby is. Giannis? But you brought up Giannis, and that's great. What did Giannis have to do to become great? Well, he had to become bigger and stronger. And unless Wemby does that, and I think that's the point, unless Wemby does that, players in today's game, like I said before Draymond stole my shit, was that there's going to be guys that are lower to the ground, that are stronger, that are just as quick. They're going to get up in him, and they're going to make his life a living hell unless he gets bigger and stronger.
But why they do that to KD?
They do that.
They did.
KD.
KD, hold on. KD still came in the league averaging 20 easy.
Yeah.
But he still had no. See, that's the thing. Draymond's not saying Wemby's gonna be a failure offensively.
No, I'm not talking about Draymond. I'm talking about what Paul George said. I'm talking about what PG said.
PG's also never like I watched like most of that podcast. PG said he's gonna be a great player. He's saying at that size,
and no one's
you're not going to be able to put the ball on the floor as much as he was doing overseas.
Exactly.
And that's factually true. Kevin Durant can't even put the ball on the floor as much as people act like he can. And he's
I don't know if I agree with that, Mark. I don't know if I agree with that.
That's just not how
Tell him, Ticket.
It's harder to put the ball on the floor overseas than it is in the NBA.
And that is a fact. That's 100% fact.
Overseas is not the French league. I'm sorry. The French league is not Euro League or the Spanish league. It's the French league. It's not.
No. But they play. Hold on. But they play in Euro League. Hold on, but Mars, they played in Euro League.
His team didn't play in Euro League.
No.
He played Euro League competition. Euro League players
last year. He played Euro League last year. And guess what? He wasn't putting the ball on the floor. He was so great and such a good leader that
Monaco beat his team. Come on, man.
He didn't.
Monaco is a Euro League team.
That's right. And he struggled against Monaco. He didn't. He played Euro League last year, and he wasn't putting the ball on the floor. They were using him as a rim runner and as a rim protector.
We had the guy.
That's literal proof that this isn't going to happen in the NBA.
Hey, Fluent, you're a hater, bro. Hey, Fluent, you got in your mind. I said Fluent. Fluent's a hater. You got in your mind that Fluent has in his mind that he don't like the guy. But what Fluent is ignoring, you guys. Hold on. What Fluent is ignoring, why I'm gonna cook his ass, is that the man is being coached by a coach who's not going to put that type of pressure on him to come down and he's being coached by the perfect coach who's going to get him easy opportunities early on in his career. He's not going to have him out here doing dummy mission type stuff early in his career like he will with some coaches who would just let him go and do whatever he want to do. Popovich is going to protect him from that and put him in better positions, easier positions to score the basketball and play towards the front.
That's the point.
Do you know how you protect the young player? You know how you protect the young player the most is by having talent around him. Tell me who on the Spurs another defense is going to worry about and not focus their attention on Wemby.
Devin Vassell.
Spurs got a good squad. They got a good young squad.
And their leading scorer, Keldon Johnson.
Kelvin Johnson averaged like 20 a game.
Someone has to score when your team's trash.
Bro, this dude's
I agree with what Ticket said. Pop is going to use Wemby in that way, but
Pop is going to use him the right way. But unless Wemby gets stronger, he is not and stays healthy. He is not going to be this.
He ain't been hurt. You keep saying healthy. He ain't been hurt.
Not only that,
not anything that's like really a cause for concern.
But he has been hurt, but he hasn't also played against the same competition.
First of all, he's only 18 years old, so he might still be growing as far as we know.
And then he's okay.
Yo, that boy better not grow another inch.
Right,
I'm telling you.
They also said that on the podcast.
He may still be growing as far as we know, which means he's gonna fill out. So the idea of him getting stronger, that's going to happen. I mean, we just saw Chet Holmgren put on 13 pounds of diesel in the offseason, which means
don't say diesel. Not
that kind of diesel. Not that kind of diesel.
Hey, Rob, put that on the short clip, Rob. Put that on the short clip.
Chill. We just chill. I got you, chill. We gonna move on like that didn't happen. Y'all chat, leave him alone. Let's go. Continue. Nah, you good. I ain't gonna short clip you.
He put on 13 pounds of muscle. Let me rephrase
Yeah. Stay there.
He put on 13 pounds of muscle. So, okay, hold on.
Oh man, you acting like he running around here cock diesel and stuff, man. Come on, bro.
All right, now. So he put on 13. He put on 13 pounds of muscle. Now, remember, guys, we have plenty of guys who are wiry but are also strong. I mean, KD came in the game. And KD isn't ridiculously, massive, but KD is strong. And a guy like Wemby, who Pop is going to put him in a position where he knows that he can't put the basketball on the floor because guys like Draymond Green and guys like Jaden McDaniels are going to crowd him, guys like Herb Jones. So he's going to get him more in action off the basketball, getting him closer to the basket where he can score the basketball in the mid-post, where he can be the most effective. He's not going to have him on the perimeter against Draymond Green throwing the ball between his legs and throwing the ball behind his back. No, he's not going to do that. So, of course, Draymond, he's not going to do that against you. The reason why he's not going to do that against you is because he's not going to do that in their offense.
But chill. Hold on. Time out for a sec. Because you guys use KD as this skinny guy as the example. KD is typically the exception, though, to the rule, right? Because there are more skinny guys like the Sean Bradleys, the Stromile Swifts, the Keon Clarks that either had no interest in touching the weights, which Wemby has said he doesn't want to touch weights. So if that remains, how's he going to get stronger if he's not touching weights, right? We have more of those skinny guys who just couldn't put on the weight, even though they tried. There's a guy in Toronto, Chris Boucher, who tries and cannot keep a pound on him. So there's way more examples of the guys who tried and couldn't get stronger, couldn't fill out, couldn't get bigger than the guys that could. And then when we talk about KD, and you said Reggie Miller, dude, that's 2 in 40 years. There's less guys like that. So is Wemby going to be the rule or the exception? And my point
what do you think he's gonna be?
My point is, unless he becomes the exception where he can stay wiry but get strong or fill out, he is not going to pan out like everybody said, because I think he's probably going to be the rule versus the exception.
So what do you think he does?
Because he says he doesn't want to touch weights.
What does he do as rookie year?
And since you brought up the fact that, and since you said that he doesn't want to touch weights, Tone, your guy, Mr. MJ, did not want to touch the weights because he thought it was going to affect. He thought it was going to affect his game. And what happened when he started to touch the weights? How'd that go when when Jay touched the weights?
Exactly.
Jay put on more weight. Not only did he put on more weight, he got stronger, and it affected his game in a positive way. A guy like Wemby, who will eventually touch the weights, and he will start to feel stronger. When you start to feel stronger, you could throw your weight around a little bit more. You could be a little bit more aggressive. And when you become that affects your game in a positive way. So I'm having a difficult time with the logic.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm having a difficult
has to do it.
Right. And I think that he will. And the reason why I think that he will is because once he does it and sees himself getting stronger, naturally, he's going to become more aggressive, which will also naturally make him want to touch the weights even more.
And if
I don't know if it has anything to do with the weights, though. That's the thing. The one thing I noticed with these young guys is that the first thing I want to look for is your mentality. Because when you come in as this number one pick and everybody's saying you could potentially be the GOAT and this, you got guys just like when they tested Lonzo Ball coming in the league because of his dad. And I immediately saw this dude ain't gonna be an all-star in the league once I saw that first game. And when you allow guys to come at you and we can see it break you in the first game, I mean, that's a sign of who you are and what you're gonna be in the league. And you know, that was a big difference with LaMelo, who came in the league.
What turned you off to him when you first saw him?
No, I liked Lonzo's game. Right. I knew he was going to be a good player just because of his skill set. When I saw Pat Beverly going at him and he kind of backed down, I said he's going to struggle to be an all-star in this league. That's where everybody's projecting Wembanyama to at least be at an all-star level. And so I'm going to be watching for, I mean, all young players got to ultimately get stronger, get in the weight room, do things like that. I'm going to be looking for the mentality. When guys go at him, is he going back at them? You know, is he being consistently aggressive? You know, even if it's outside of what Popovich wants done, you know, I need to see an aggressive attack mentality out of him that first year. I don't want to see no passiveness. Coaches trying to protect him. Because the other teams are not going to let you protect him. They're going to target Wembanyama. They're going to go at him.
And that's a good point, because now here's the thing, because you can change that mentality, right? There have been players who didn't have that mentality and then changed it. Like you brought up Chet before, putting on some weight. Well, how did he get hurt? Well, he got hurt because he saw LeBron coming at him and he backed off and he was like, ah! And he got hurt. So now let's see, does he now become aggressive? And does he change that mentality, or does he still have that fear in his eyes when a 250-pound man is coming at him? If he changes it, he has.
But that's what I'm saying is the hardest thing to change in basketball is your mentality. It's easier to get in the weight room and add strength, because you can add a whole bunch of strength on the guy. You can have all the muscles in the world, but if he don't got the mentality, he's still not going to be very good.
And I'm glad you have the mentality though. Doesn't he have? Hold on. Doesn't he have the mentality?
Chet already has that mentality. Yes,
right.
Chet already has.
I'm talking about Wembanyama. I'm talking about Wembanyama
too. But Damo, if you listen to how he talks fluent and how in his approach, he sounds like he has that mentality. He's not out here acting like he's not out here acting like he's already a made man. He's talking about he wants to work, he wants to get better, he wants to learn, and that and for me watching him. The only time when he came to the States, he destroyed everything on the court. When he came to the States and played in that game, in those games, he destroyed everything on the court. So
everybody sounds tough.
Hold on, but Fluent, some things he
didn't back down. No ticket. I mean, he did not take it. I'm sorry, Tone. He didn't back down from none of them dudes. He didn't back down from none of them dudes.
That's good.
Here's the thing: Fluent being a coach, I can't believe Fluent saying some of this stuff, bro. Bro, Fluent knows there's a saying: you can't teach 7'5". So here's the thing, right?
More than that, Ticket. You can't teach 7'5" with a tight handle, being able to shoot. Hey, with post moves, turnaround, fadeaways. You can't. That's unteachable.
You can't teach the shoot. Yeah, you can't teach people how to shoot. You can't.
And handle. You can't.
And you can teach handle.
With that being said, Lamont had brought up a point that I wanted to address because you talked about. You talked about Lonzo Ball. I mean, I think that when somebody I think we all either have that dog in us or we don't. Yeah. And it's just a matter of bringing it out. So a prime example, I always felt like Gasol had that dog in him. It was just Bryant who brought it out of him. Nobody else could bring it out of him except Kobe.
Same with AD and LeBron.
I feel like AD had that. I feel like AD had that dog in him, and James also did bring it out of him a little more than what it was. I feel like Wemby. I think Coach Pop is going to be the one to bring that dog out of him. I've seen Coach Pop on the sideline saying to his players, with Tim Duncan, with Tony Parker, with Ginobili on the sideline, "Give me some nasty. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be tough." So with a guy like Wemby, I don't think there's going to be an issue of whether or not he's tough enough. Because I believe he's tough enough. It's just a matter of him filling out.
Yeah, look, I like him as a prospect. Whenever you 7'5" and you got that much skills, I'm going to start with the ceiling. And I'm just going to let you drop to the floor if you even drop to the floor. So I definitely think he could be a superstar in this league. If you 7'5" and do everything, I'm taking you all day, every day. I'm going to give you the highest skills.
Ralph Sampson with a handle and a jump shot. That's what I see when I watch him.
And that's why I'm mad at Floor. His floor, Damo, is a few defensive player of the year awards. If that's what Rudy Gobert had.
I'm not saying his floor is Rudy.
That's what Rudy Gobert had.
It's not even though, because he's better on the offensive end. So it's like it's hard to say his floor is Rudy Gobert when on the offensive end he's still going to give you production. That's what I'm saying. No, it's even hard to say that his floor is Rudy because he's better than Rudy on the offensive end already.
When I say his floor is Rudy, it's for the simple fact because I do agree. I don't think he's going to be able to freely put the ball down in the league how he did in the French league. So his game, there's definitely be some change to his game from what was advertised. It will always be there. He'll always have that capability. He'll have a loose ball steal or have a loose ball go out. He'll get the chance to display his handle. But for the most part, his game is going to be regulated to him being around the rim, him getting opportunities to get a jump shot. Him getting opportunities within the offense to set him up to get jump shots and get better shots. But in terms of how he's going to be used and how he's going to free flow, unless he's hanging out by the perimeter, he's going to get to that rim, get a board, definitely getting blocks. He's getting vertical. How we're seeing Chet doing on defense with the rim protection, that's going to be his bread and butter. And if his shot isn't falling, at bare minimum because of his size and his touch, he's going to be high efficiency, a high percentage around the rim. Rudy Gobert, for as limited as his offensive game is, the one consistent thing is his efficiency around the rim is always among the top in the league. It's always upper echelons. Him, Giannis, AD, and then you have random years where it's either a DJ or some other center who's being really efficient at the rim. But Rudy Gobert is efficient at the rim. So that's what I mean when I say his floor is Rudy. If his shot's not falling, if he's shooting like garbage, he's going to be able to finish at the rim and rim protect at a high level.
At minimum.
Did y'all see Wembanyama was running the point guard when they played the Ignite? Like, I don't think he had trouble putting the ball on the floor. He looked comfortable with the ball to me. So
it's no way he's gonna be able to get that off though. It's no way he's gonna.
Why not? I don't understand why you guys. No. Just hear me out. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead, Bob.
I'm just saying, like it's no way he's gonna be able to be dribbling through defenders. The ball, when he dribbling the ball coming up to their chest, bro.
So why wasn't they taking the ball in Europe? Why weren't they taking the ball on the G League tonight? How come every time we've seen him, I've never seen him get ripped? I've never seen somebody just come and take the ball from him.
Because y'all not
You think they're like, okay, he's the number one prospect in the world, so we're just gonna let him put on an N1 mixtape show? We're just here for the highlights.
He's definitely
Ron is right, y'all. I've seen a man bringing the ball up the court, handling the ball.
I respect overseas basketball 100%. I respect the G League. But it's still not the NBA, bro. The guys are still.
Their defense is better than the NBA. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They play deep. The NBA doesn't ramp up their defense. The NBA don't ramp up their defense till the playoffs. The regular season, cats are sitting back. They're taking plays off. They're not playing actual defense like that.
Okay, so in the playoffs, can Wembanyama put the ball on the floor?
You said what?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, can Wembanyama put the ball on the floor?
He can put the ball on the floor anytime, but he's not gonna be doing it like that.
No, I mean like all the highlights you see in the French league.
It will probably get limited. It will get limited, but even then, though, I still don't believe that we're not gonna see Wembanyama putting the ball on the floor.
It's gonna get limited in October.
What's up?
True or false? Is this not a league where if they want to play defense at that level, they will? Lamont literally brought up a situation with Lonzo Ball his first game. Pat Bev said, "Bet I'm gonna take it to you." And if guys like Paul George and Draymond are sitting in the summer on a podcast saying, "Yeah, we're not letting that stuff go," a guy like Paul George saying that, it's like, bro,
Damo. Yep. And I got a crazy response for you too. Go ahead.
Turn down your mic, Ron.
But a guy like Draymond, who is a defensive specialist, who if he sees Vic can easily say, "I'm going to take it to Vic." And tonight we're playing playoff defense. We're not playing regular defense.
Is he going to be guarding him though? Is he going to be guarding him down? Is Paul George going to be guarding?
No. Paul George isn't. That was the point I was going to make with that clip.
Right.
Paul George saying anything, I don't care, because you're not going to guard him. You're probably going to try to get a blindside steal. I'm not worried about what you're saying about what Vic is and is going to do. But Draymond Green, that's why I said I'm 50-50 on what was being said. Draymond, I hold weight with what he's saying, because Draymond is going to have to. He's going to have to take that challenge.
That's one guy.
Again. But if you think Draymond's the only guy that has that mentality of
hold on, but Damo, I want you to think about something. Who else in the league that plays the 4 or the 5 is going to be able to guard this dude the way he plays?
We're going to find out.
Nobody on the block. Okay, I'm saying nobody
I asked you who at the 4 or the 5 is going to be able to, if he wants to take it off the dribble. Outside of Draymond. Hold on, outside of Draymond. Huh?
3s and 4s are going to guard him. It's going to be
put no 3 on him. All you going to do is post up and score every time.
Bro, that's fine. That's fine. They put him in the post. I'm saying he's not putting the ball on the ground. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody going to guard him on the block.
I'm not saying he can't score in the NBA. I'm saying he's not creating from the perimeter in the NBA.
Is Giannis guarding him?
Bam, Giannis, AD, what's his name? Draymond.
Hold on.
Let me ask you a question.
Right?
Nobody gonna be able to guard him when he's on the block, but when he's doing all the shit that y'all see in these highlights, he's not gonna be able to do that, bro.
That's my point. Bam, Giannis, AD.
Let me hold on.
3 players in the whole NBA.
That's just the quick 3. It's more than it's obviously more than that. But you got all those guys are gonna. It's just like it's as simple as Draymond said, bro. As anybody that plays defense, anybody that's gonna actually play defense. I know y'all asked me, name somebody. I'm not gonna say you're trying to name out. It's simple as that, bro. Away from the basket, nobody's gonna allow this 7'7" guy to be
watching him do it.
Nobody has watched him do it because he hasn't done it in the NBA. He hasn't done it in the NBA.
He's getting cut off. He's going back the other direction. They're cutting him off again. He's going back the other direction.
Are you wrong? Look, bro, you're not watching it because he hasn't done it in the NBA, so you haven't watched it. Yeah. Nobody has seen it happen yet.
I watched him do it professionally. That's
clearly different. That's clearly different.
Here's the problem. Because you're both right. Because here's the problem. They are going to let him do that stuff we saw in France because most teams aren't going to play that type of defense on him night in and night out. That's just not the NBA we live in anymore. So you're going to see those highlights. You're going to see him do that. And people will be like, wow, he's amazing. But what's going to happen is when it matters the most and someone, and there's maybe one on maybe half of the teams in the league, does play that type of defense on him, you're going to see a different player when it matters most. We're going to fall in love. Hold on, we're going to fall in love with the highlights. We're going to fall in love with the crossovers and the pull-ups. But when it matters most, they will be able to make his life extremely difficult.
You a hater, bro. You just hate the dude.
It's some truth to that. Ticket, it's some truth to that, though. And when the time comes, we'll see whether he is that. But on a game-to-game, day-to-day basis, I don't think
anyone doubts that you can do stuff in the regular season.
Hey, Ron, let me ask you a question, Ron. They said Luka was fat, slow, couldn't do all this. Why can't nobody take the ball from him?
They were wrong about Luka. I mean, I wasn't on
any. So hold on.
I knew Luka was going to hold on,
Ron.
I did not.
Hey, Ron.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. If you could disrespect the EuroLeague MVP at 18, I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna demolish Floyd right now. Why they don't take the ball from Giannis when he doing all that damn dribbling?
Keep going, Ticket.
He just runs over.
Now I'm more Floyd. Now I'm more Floyd, sucker.
He does one crossover.
And Giannis do a whole
dribbling though.
Giannis do a whole lot of dribbling. Don't lie.
Hey, do y'all know when you 7'5", all it takes is one dribble and you at the rim? Like he don't need to. What do y'all? He's 7'5", 2 dribbles. He at the rim.
Can't Giannis? If I'm not mistaken, Giannis 2 dribbles from half court and he's at the rim with that super free.
We're not talking about in transition.
In wide open space. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the half court. 1-2 dribbles. He's at the rim.
Is he as strong or fast as Giannis right now?
That's also part of the point. He's not as strong or nearly as fast.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all act like he about to come to the league and just be doing this shit. Y'all got to give him
his touch around the rim isn't as good as Giannis.
Give him a
when he do, you gonna shut your mouth. When he do,
I probably won't.
And when you don't, you're not going to shut your mouth. You're still going to yell
haters.
I know you're not going to shut your mouth.
That's because you and Bobby Fluid. That's because you and Bobby are 2 haters. Y'all want to see the kid fail. Y'all sad.
I don't want to.
You a hater. Just like you want to see. Just like you was hating. You got up here all day yesterday hating on Damon. I'm a hater because I'm speaking facts.
We know what he needs to do to succeed. He needs to get stronger. I said the same thing. You know, I had this exact same conversation. What was it? 4 years ago when Zion was getting drafted.
You went out, Tone.
We can't hear you.
Tone, you went out, Tone.
Ticket muted you. Yeah, my hand is here. I ain't do nothing.
Yeah, he got cooked. His mic got cooked because he was tapping.
You went out, Tone. We just heard you.
His tapping ass mic got cooked. All that cap he was talking. Y'all do. Hey, Bob. And again, I wasn't hating on Dan yesterday. The only thing I did was use his words.
If I'm hating on Vic, you was hating on Dan.
No. But no, I'm saying, hold on. I'm saying
if you wasn't hating, I'm not hating.
Hold on, Bob. As a brother, hold on, Bob. As your brother, I'm saying this to you. You would feel a certain way if nobody's seeing you play on that level, but they say what you can't do before you even play the game. Y'all saying, hold on, but y'all saying with this man. Hold on, Bob. But listen, hold on, Bob. Hold on a second, Bob.
Like a 15-year-old. Give me a break,
My problem with y'all is this. Y'all saying with them.
Shut the hell up.
Hold on. Hey,
I'm not you, Ticket. I'm not you. I'm talking about this goofy right here in the comments. Shut up, man. These dudes make me sick, man. They make me sick. But keep going, Ticket. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Hey, salute y'all. I gotta cut out, man. Salute y'all.
FYF. I mean, Lamont. We'll see you.
Where did that cut out?
No, he's just. Bob is just saying this, right, man. My whole point to Bob is this: we haven't seen Vic on an NBA court yet. Vic could go out to summer league. Hold on, Vic could go out to summer league as we score 40. Then everybody gonna be saying what?
I'm gonna say what we're gonna say.
Hold on one second, Bob, because I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this because nobody's talking that shit about Chet. Chet putting that bitch on the floor, going behind his back, finishing through niggas. Ain't nobody saying that about him. Everybody says he ball.
I said the same shit about Chet,
but he ball.
But look, this is another point. Yeah, I can hear you.
Chet out here putting it behind his back.
Okay, so let me answer before you ask me 5 more questions, brother. Let me answer. So you said that when he does it, okay, if he does it, then he does it. But you talking about what am I gonna say if he does it in the summer league? I'm gonna say the same thing I just said to Ron. You do it in the summer league. You playing against a bunch of guys that aren't going to get signed. You playing against a bunch of rookies too. When I see you do it consistently, come October, November, December, okay, I don't got no problem with being wrong. See the thing with me is I've been wrong millions of times. And I don't got no problem with that. I'm just saying I'm just going off of what I see and what I think is going to happen. I'm not going. But hold on. Ticket. I'm saying what I said now, and I know what I know, and that's all I know. So what I see from Vic, I'm like, okay, that shit look cool. I see a bunch of highlights. I see you doing this, doing that, but it's not. I just don't see it happening. Like I don't see you being able to do that, especially right now. He's not as strong as Giannis. He's not as fast as Giannis. He hasn't been in the league as long as Giannis. Give him a couple seasons and then okay, but just to walk into the NBA, bro, y'all putting too much on the kid. I don't think it's happening like that. That's all. Nothing wrong with that. Am I hating for saying that? No.
I'm not trying to say he's gonna be out here dancing like Steph Curry with the ball, but I do think he's gonna be able to get the ball and go coast to coast and maybe even finish a layup or initiate the offense or something like that. I don't think it's going to be hard for him.
Right. Now, once he gets his steam ahead, you got to get out the way. I'm with you on that. I understand that.
That's actually what I'm talking about the most.
No doubt about it. Going coast to coast, I can see that happening, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be as fluent, no pun intended, as you think it's gonna be, Ron.
Man, especially you not right Fluent now. Definitely hating. Fluent on your screen, he definitely hating.
Like I said, if I'm hating on Vic, you're hating on Dan.
You think I want him to fail, and I don't.
No, I'm saying based off what you said.
Hold on, let me finish. The reason I brought up Zion is because I said the same thing and I got the same pushback. Oh, you're a hater. And I said, no, the guy can't land. He can't run. He can't walk. He's going to be often injured. And I didn't want to be right, but that's what I saw. So when I see Wemby, this is what I see. I see a guy who, if he's going to be successful in this league, needs to be much stronger than he is today, much more aggressive going to the basket than he is today versus these NBA guys who are going to get low and who are going to body him. That's all I'm saying. Do I think he can succeed if he does those things? Yes. Do I think he can succeed if he doesn't do those things? No. That's it.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not hate. It's what I see.
Well, let me ask you this question.
As a coach, that's what I would make him do from day one.
But my question to you is this: does that body mean something? That the fact that he's outside you by a whole 1.5 feet? His length, and then when he puts his his length. Hold on. So it don't matter how strong you are. You ain't affecting no way he getting that shot to the basket.
You can still affect his shot, absolutely. You absolutely can. We've seen him get blocked. We've seen him get dunked on. That's in guys again in France. So you don't think there's NBA players who are stronger and more athletic than guys in France or Europe? Man. Come on.
I got my money on Wemby.
Come on. Okay, that's fine. You put your money on Wemby. My money is sitting on the line saying if he does this, good. If he does that, not good. That's reality. That's not hate.
Don't change your story when he kills Summer League.
I won't. Because it's
talking about Summer League.
Because it's Summer League, which means
talking
nothing.
About Summer League.
So Randy Foye
it means nothing.
No,
my boy Lenny Cook killed the Summer League. We ain't hear from him since.
I told you the professor killed Summer League 27-10.
Oh damn.
He's going out making videos dribbling around homeless people at Venice Beach. Dude, like come on.
Yeah, I think Wemby will be good. I just don't think the offensive game is going to look how people fell in love with it with the highlights. It's going to be very different. But I think he'll be great. I think he can make an all-defensive team as a rookie if he plays enough games, which he won't. But he'll be at that caliber of player.
Do you think, this part I don't know, do you think he'll be aggressive enough and give enough effort on the defensive end to do that?
Yeah, from
what is he more focused on his offensive game?
From the games I've watched, he looks like someone who likes to play defense. He likes to protect the rim. He doesn't like to rebound. I will say that. Most of his rebounds come from the fact that he's just taller than everyone.
You can't be that big and not rebound.
He gets rebounds because he's tall, but he doesn't enjoy it. He won't put a body on someone. He won't box out. And if someone does try and box him out, he's just going to try to grab the ball over them. He's not trying to swim around box outs or anything like that. He doesn't. He's not really physical when it comes to crashing.
If he's 7'4", if he's averaging any less than 9-10 rebounds a game,
I think he'll get like 8. I think he'll average like 8 rebounds.
That's a disappointment.
Not for his career. I think as a rookie. Okay. He'll get up higher just because eventually he'll probably buy into rebounds and he'll get better. But as of now, I think defensively is where the most upside is. Offensively, he's not going to be initiating offense from the top of the key in the half court. That's not going to happen. You're going to play him in the high or mid post. He's going to be taller than everyone. If you double him, you can see over the top of the defense or he can shoot over the top. Pick and rolls, he's going to cut to the rim, get dunks, etc. But you're not going to be seeing these pull-up jump shots that you're seeing overseas. Even overseas, he didn't do that a whole lot. He took a lot of threes, which is not going to happen in the NBA as well because he was taking way too many.
For the record, Ticket, you got cooked. That's why you left, right? Ticket, duck and smoke. Duck and smoke, Ticket.
Ticket, you went out like Dame, duck and smoke.
I don't think he'll be rookie of the year either, but I do think that's just because he's not going to play 65 games.
You talking about Wemby?
Yep. I don't think he'll play 65 games. That's the only reason I don't think he'll win.
Who do you think wins the rookie of the year?
Probably no.
Are you sure that Chet's going to be in that conversation?
I don't think Chet's going to play the games either. I don't think Chet's going to play the 65 games.
I hate that.
I think Wemby and Chet are going to be the two best rookies. Even though Chet's not technically a rookie. But I think Wemby and Chet are going to be the two best rookies, but I don't think either of them will play 65 games.
Why isn't he technically a rookie? Because he got drafted? He didn't play a game.
Because he didn't play a game.
Yeah, but he's still got a year of the pro experience.
Yeah, he got to see it, the speed of the game.
I still hate that.
I hate it. I don't.
Who was that? Ben Simmons and Blake Griffin?
Ben Simmons. Yeah,
there was one more person too, right? Didn't Joel was...
Well, Joel Embiid was 2 years removed. Joel Embiid was 2 years removed.
There's no way Joel.
He didn't win Rookie of the Year.
He didn't get Rookie of the Year, but he still sat 2 years.
He came second.
Yeah, technically his rookie year though.
But we talked about that
Rookie of the Year.
night.
Just for that, I don't think it's going to be Wemby. I don't think it's going to be Chet. I think it's going to actually be someone that we're not even talking about right now.
Who, Scoot?
Amen Thompson.
Nope.
Facts.
Yeah,
It'll be like remember like a couple years ago, everyone thought it was Evan Mobley or Suggs, and it was Scotty Barnes. Like it's going to be that person that you're not thinking about.
I don't know though. I think Scotty. I think Scotty.
If Wemby plays 65 games, he'll win Rookie of the Year.
He's not
no matter what numbers
games.
he puts up. He's not going to. I agree. He's not playing 65 games.
He's playing for the coach that created load management. He's not playing 65 games.
If he did, he wins Rookie of the Year. 100%. No matter what numbers he puts up, he's going to win it because he's going to have enough highlights and he's the most...
If he plays 65, which I don't, I'm with you on that.
But he'll probably play like 56, maybe, optimistically.
All right, fellas, let's talk about some other rookies. We talked about Wemby a lot. I do want to talk about Chet a little more, but let's talk about, actually a guy that's not a rookie. Well, he was a rookie, but he's not a rookie, but he plays for the Sacramento Kings, and, they played the Golden State Warriors last night.
What the hell was that man doing on that court?
Getting busy. That's what I don't know why he was there, but he showed us what he could do. Keegan Murray, he came out, he had 29, led the Sacramento Kings to a comeback win. A couple other rookie scores in the game. Who did? The guy from Santa Clara. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. You know how to say his name, Mars?
Brandon Pajimski.
Pajimski.
Yes, who I really like.
He had a solid outing. Played 29 minutes, had 12 points. And that's really it about that. But how do we feel about Keegan Murray? Did you guys get a chance to watch him? I know he had a highlight dunk coast to coast. How do we feel about that?
Well, first of all, I don't understand what the problem is with these second-year guys playing in the summer league, because these guys that play in the summer league are free agents who've been out of college 2 or 3 years anyway. So it's not like this is all just rookies coming out of college. So I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with your second-year guy, Bob, playing in the summer league and getting some good reps. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with the second-year guy playing. I have a problem with Keegan Murray playing.
I can appreciate you because you're worried about. Here's the problem.
He wants to just be too good for the summer league.
You know how I be running. I be like, I want to hoop to the.
I do understand the risk factor, but here's the thing, Big Ox. I could get hurt working out. Fact. I could get. The Marcus Cousins tore his knee up in the summer in a pickup game, so I could get hurt anytime. But if I could get quality reps. Again, we're talking about a guy in Keegan Murray who just finished his rookie season. If he's going up against other young guys, getting good reps, right? Getting good reps, still getting with the coaching staff that's giving him an idea of what we're looking for next season, and he get to work on that, that helps out tremendously. So if I'm on his crew and we playing in the summer league, that I'm on the coaching staff is telling me, yo, Keegan, we need you to improve your mid-range game. We need you to improve your transition game. This is a great place to work on that, as opposed to me just playing in the summer league. Not playing in the summer league, I'm sorry, me playing in pickup or me getting with my trainer and just working on my ball handling. If I can do that plus play in the summer league and get quality reps, I don't have any problem with it. I like the fact that Keegan Murray did what he did.
Right. And my only thing is, like, I understand. So I'm not with like just shelving a player, like, oh, don't play. And if you are gonna play, it's supposed to be stuff like this. As far as I'm concerned, if you are gonna play, then let it be summer league games. It has to be at our facility. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be out here running around doing this. You're not gonna be playing in a bunch of pro-ams. You know, especially for a guy like Keegan Murray. To me, I feel like that's our future, and we need to protect our future. So that's kind of why I was a little more like, yo, we know what Keegan got already. You know what I'm saying? We know how Keegan coming. And so that's my
y'all know he's good, but this I
seen that wasn't nothing. Like that 29 from Keegan Murray, to me, that wasn't nothing. Like that's I'm thinking Keegan gonna go for 40. I know how Keegan coming already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really I don't feel like that showed us anything. It's like, okay.
I just think it's
not Keegan, like, whoa, you know.
My thing is, it's like, you a professional basketball player. Get your ass out there in the summer league and play. It's your second year. Like, we're not giving you special privileges. You signed with us to be a professional basketball player. Come and play basketball. Summer league.
And that makes sense to me when we're talking about a regular second year guy. Keegan Murray is our starting small forward. It's not like I don't think we need to see. Hey, Keegan, did your jump shot get better? Are you thinking the game better?
It's for y'all as much as it is for him. Like, you know, sometimes you gotta.
It gives him reps. He's not gonna get on the Kings team. Like he had the ball in his hands a lot more in this game than he would with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis.
Right.
So against borderline NBA caliber competition, he's getting reps that he wouldn't otherwise get, which is why I think it's good. Even though I agree with you, I wouldn't have played him. I think if you play at a certain level in your rookie year, summer league is kind of like, I don't really need you to play. Like, I'm not asking Luka in his second year to play summer league. I'm not gonna do that. So I agree with that, but I do think for him and his development, it can be beneficial.
This the thing. I don't like how you say, Ron. He's doing things like getting the ball more as opposed to what he had with De'Aaron Fox. I'm like, well, we don't really need Keegan to be out. Like, we don't need you to do that, Keegan. We good with you working on, you know, becoming the next version of Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying?
This is why I begged. So the next version of Jason Tatum, he needs to be out there in the summer league working on the scoring and leading the league in scoring. If he's trying to be the next Jason Tatum,
but that's my point though, Ron. Like, if now I'm with y'all. I don't have a problem with guys playing. I think if you, like I said already, if you are going to play, these are the settings you're supposed to play in. So I definitely dig what you're saying. My only point is we already kind of know how Keegan's coming anyway. You know what I mean? So if you're going to be working on your ISO scoring, you can get in the lab and work on that. You know, on top of that though, I'm not mad at him playing. I'm mad at him playing 30 minutes, 29 minutes, or however minutes he played. I'm like, bro, you could have played 12 and got up out of there.
That's real interesting you bring up that point, Ox, about getting in the lab. Well, this is the lab. Not only is this the lab, this is our coaching staff. So now what I get an opportunity to do is I get an opportunity to get out of the bad habits that I might be getting in playing in like you just said, a pro-am or playing in just a regular pickup game. I know what these guys expect of me, right? And I'm playing in this. Now, don't get me wrong, Big Ox. He's probably not going to play the entire summer on your summer league team. But to get some reps and to get an idea, hey, Keegan, this is what we're looking for from you. We need you to improve your 15 to 18-foot game. We need you to improve your post-entry game. And in order for him to do that, he could get on this crew just for a little while, a game or 2 games, maybe even when you guys go down to Vegas, do the same thing for a game or 2. Now, Mars, I'm not going to say that Keegan Murray and Luka Doncic are in the same category because Luka Doncic is a little bit different. I don't know if I need Luka playing in the summer league. I think Luka has. I wouldn't mind Luka playing a game or 2 in the summer league just to get around and stay around the coaching staff and to get some understanding of what we're doing because he's still a young player. But I mean, I think Keegan Murray might need a little bit more polishing than Luka because Luka came into the game a little sharper than Keegan Murray. But I don't mind it simply because I think a lot of people worry more about injuries than they should. I mean, you guys are Big Ox, you're a ball player. If you walk out on the floor with the mentality that you're gonna get hurt, what's gonna happen?
No, that's the easiest way to get hurt is to play not trying to get hurt. So I definitely feel you. And I've always been the type of cat. I'll play anywhere, anybody, I'll play for money in some Vans. I don't care. I want to hoop. But I just want y'all to get into my mind state right now. Y'all got to understand where I'm coming from, right?
I do. We
finally back in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to screw none of that. You don't want nothing to screw that up.
Protect your investment.
Yeah.
You
don't want nothing to screw that up.
Yeah, we waited 40 years to get back to the playoffs.
Ron, feel me right now, bro. Like,
I got you.
I'm not coming from the same place y'all coming from right now. I'm looking at it like, yo, if anything happens to Keegan Murray right now, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Like, put it up to the Golden One Center.
I'm talking about if Keegan Murray gets a hangnail and a rolled ankle, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out for a couple of weeks. I ain't gonna see me. I'm gonna be like, no, it's over.
We signed a record deal. We don't need to be in the club fighting no more. We don't need to do that. We in arenas now.
Check me out though, right quick.
I can get with that.
I'm gonna make this last point, and this is my ultimate point why I want Keegan Murray playing, because you guys just did go to the Western Conference Finals, right? You guys got a promising future. My bad.
In the playoffs.
About to say, what we did?
So you guys just went to the playoffs, and you guys have a promising future. You guys got big hopes and dreams over there, right? And Keegan's a part of those plans.
Facts.
You got De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis, who are your number 1 and 2 options. But what you guys need is a valid third option. Anything can happen. De'Aaron could get in foul trouble. Sabonis could be injured. Whatever it may be, but either way it goes, on a championship contender, you need three solid, competent options on the offensive end. You want Keegan Murray to be that third option definitively, and you guys don't have to worry about anything on any given night.
I want Keegan Murray to be our first option.
Okay, well then that's what I'm saying. I think that these reps help him to do that. And hold on,
is that good? You think?
Because we about to transition into the next topic. This dude up here, Ox, sincerely believes that Keegan Murray got Jason Tatum potential.
Yes, 100%. Keegan Murray is Jason Tatum 2.0.
I gotta start watching Keegan Murray more. I mean, I remember him in college. I watched him at Iowa, and he was good, no question about that. He did have a 17 to 18 a game right from the beginning look about him. But when we're talking about the league MVP conversation, we're talking about a top 5 player. He that nice?
So do you think he's mentally soft too? You think he's mentally soft too?
Right.
Nah, Mark. But look, Mark, this the difference. Keegan the killer. He was trying to get busy enough. Well, you know what? Because Jason Tatum is that run. He went on a crazy one too. But I haven't seen Keegan show saucer eyes yet. Maybe that's because it's not on his shoulders. Jason Tatum has a little more pressure than Keegan Murray has.
Right.
So give me 2 seasons and I'll let y'all know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, but with that being said, though, I really do like Keegan, and he actually had one of the more impressive rookie campaigns for me that I've seen really in a long time, and not in terms of the number of points he scored and all of that. Just I like the way his composure and the way he played. I like the fact that it didn't how Ox was saying. No moment looked too big for him. No situation looked too much for him. He was very steady through and through. And obviously, he contributed a lot to you guys being the number 3 seed and just kind of what you guys did in the playoffs as well.
He was my preseason rookie of the year pick last year.
Yeah,
after Chet.
Mine too, Mars. I think he got robbed personally, but whatever.
I think he deserved it.
I mean, how you he made what he got the rookie 3-point record.
Yeah, but that seems to get broken every year at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
And it's going to continue to get broken because that's all these dudes do. That's all these dudes do is crack long balls.
Grady in Toronto will probably break it again this year. To be honest,
I'm really high on Grady.
Yeah, and we'll get to see them play pretty soon. But back to some games from last night. OKC in Utah. We got to see Chet Holmgren return to the floor after, a long year of him sitting out and rehabbing. Didn't really look too bad. Scored 15 points, had 9 rebounds.
That's solid. I like that from Chet.
Thoughts on that?
It's such a teaser, though.
He had like 4 blocks as well.
He did have 4 blocks.
So Chitchat, look at what OKC had, and you got to assume a lot of those young guys are going to get better this year. They're going to take a step up. So if obviously SGA, Josh Giddey, and the other ones, the Jalen's, if they get better, if Chet could come in next year and average 15, 8, and let's call it 2.5. Let's not go crazy with the 4. If Chet can average something like that, what does that do for OKC? Does that make them a 6 seed, a 5 seed?
I think the rim protection that I saw, it's such a teaser, right? Because when you see this kind of stuff in the summer league and you see what kind of potential he has, it looks like, can he do this on the next level? Can he do this against the actual pros in the game? And then he ends up breaking down. So it's such a teaser. But if he can stay healthy, I think the rim protection is going to be the difference because now you got an elite perimeter defender in Lou Dort. Now, couple that with an elite rim protector behind him and Chet. Now, you already got your buckets in SGA, right? You already got your buckets in SGA. You got your playmaker in Josh Giddey, who makes the game a lot easier, a lot less difficult. I think that they're a playoff team if he can stay healthy and be the rim protector. The buckets part, I think that's going to come later because he looks like he can score. And
he can shoot it a little bit, right?
He looks like he can score.
Yeah, he's just not very aggressive as a scorer. He doesn't really look for his shot.
And I don't think that's necessary right now, Mars, as opposed to moving forward. Because, again, you got a 30-a-game guy on your crew already. I don't know if we need another 30-a-game guy on our crew right now, but I'll take 17 or 18 from him if I could get it. I'm not going to fight that. I'll take 17 or 18 from a game if I can get it. But the rim protection, for me, the rim protection and the rebounding from a guy like him, if he can stay healthy, I think they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
I think he should have been the number 1 pick last year, in my opinion. I think he
over Banchero.
I think he was the best prospects in the class. I think that the defensive ability he has, like his feel for the game defensively, understanding when to rotate over and protect the rim, and he does a great job of just staying vertical. He doesn't really foul when he's trying to block shots, and he's like the only person he tries to block every shot with both hands. And that's just
and
weird.
It looks like it works too.
Exactly.
He got one last night. Y'all seen the one he got last night with 2 hands?
Yeah, like, I ain't really seen many people do that. I'm like, if he can't get over his right hand, his left hand's right down. I'm like, okay, I respect this a lot. Like that's something I don't see many people do. And he just has a great feel for the game defensively. Now I think Wemby will probably be better defensively because of his size and he can just alter more shots. But Chet's feel defensively is something I haven't really seen. Even when I was watching him at Gonzaga, it was one of the best defensive seasons I've seen from bigs. Like you got Anthony Davis. And then it's like Chet, in my opinion, of like the last decade or so. So now, I'm really high on him, but it's about health for him.
I want to ask, what do you think the gap is between Chet and Wemby? Because I don't think it's as big as people make it to seem.
But depends on where you're talking about, Ron.
Who's better, Ron? Who are we talking about?
Chet and Wemby.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But you said the gap. But which way is the gap? I'm just curious.
I think everybody has Wemby ahead of Chet in terms of now and just projecting into the future too.
Projection, I got Wemby ahead of Chet. Right now, I think they're probably around the same level.
Okay.
And that's because I think Chet's more defensively sound right now, and I think Chet has better touch around the rim than Wemby does. I think he's a better rebounder than Wemby is. I also think he's a better passer than Wemby as well. But I think Wemby has better shooting potential and a better shooting touch right now. Probably has a better handle than Chet. So I think they're pretty similar. But I'd probably, if I had to pick one right now, I'd probably pick Wemby. And then long term, I mean, Wemby is
Mars. I think they're fairly similar. Obviously, you got two big guys that kind of do a little bit of everything. But even more outside of that, you guys remember how we were talking about Chet just 2 years ago? We were talking about Chet. It was similar to Wemby. Wemby has a lot more hype. We were all geeking over Chet just because when he was coming out of high school, the number one prospect, just because he was a big dude that could do everything. And then Wemby came and his hype kind of overseeded Chet. But to bring things back, I still believe that Chet deserves more hype. I think he deserves more praise. I think we should be looking at him more in the lens of somebody that's going to come and possibly be one of the best players in the league.
Well, the problem that I'm having over on is the fact that he can't stay healthy. He missed the whole season. And the fact that he did only get hurt once, but that was the rap on him showing up right from the beginning is his health. And he didn't dispel the myth. In fact,
if Wemby gets hurt, let's say Wemby gets hurt like 3 games into the season. Are you going to be feeling the same way about him next year?
And he missed the whole season. We got to have a different conversation about him. So now, when I watch,
people are going to say that the injury concerns are real.
Of course,
not going to be as high on him anymore.
Absolutely. So now you got a guy like Chet, who the plus side, like Mars just brought up, the plus side is him defensively. He's got as a scorer. One thing that discourages a guy from getting to the rim is getting his shot blocked multiple times. And Chet Holmgren, the way he protects the rim like a guy who says, I can do this all night. If you're going to keep coming in here, I'll smack this back in your face all night long. And it's not one of those situations where a guy is going to finish at the rim and he's going to go, damn, and he's going to throw his arms down. No, he's going to keep protecting the rim. So with that kind of defensive prowess, I just think that when you're talking about Wemby, who doesn't really see as a rim protector, I haven't seen him like that. I mean, he does swat away a lot of shots with one hand, but Chet looks a little bit more sound defensively. And because he looks a little bit more sound defensively, I think that gives him the edge, not over Wemby, but that gives him the edge of being a little bit better right now.
Yeah, I know it's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait to see both of them play like we've been.
I think it's Friday, right?
They play against each other?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, I'm about to be in Vegas Friday. Yes. You know what? Friday, I know where I'm going to be.
Yes, this Friday.
Okay.
San Antonio play Oklahoma City. It's Wemby's debut.
Yeah, that's going to be major, definitely. Yep. We'll talk about it on Friday. We'll get into that. The Utah Jazz had a couple players out there. Keontae George, he had 18. Dude from Kansas, he had 17.
Who was my man who punched it on the big man? That's all I want to talk about. That's all I want to talk about. Trey Man. Big up to the 6'3", 6'4" guys throwing it over the top of big fellas. Big up to y'all. Big up to us. That's right, Ox. I'm climbing the Ox Mountain, going over the top of you. Y'all small, y'all big dudes make us small dudes. Y'all treat us like y'all know how, right? So for a big guy to climb over the top of a small guy to climb over the top of a big guy and throw it on him, I'm loving every minute of that. Absolutely.
That was, that was one thing. That's one thing I used to tell Shaq all the time. Not that he needed me to tell him, because Shaq getting up, he climbing up there anyway.
Yeah.
I used to always tell him, look, when you see them 6'9", 6'10", there ain't no layups going on. The trees get dunked on. You got to punch on him, punish him. I love to see the 6'3", 6'2", 6'4" guys dunking on the 6'10", 6'11".
Yes, sir.
What I like even more is when you see the big fellas continuously allowing themselves to be potentially put on a poster, not running from it. They got to meet you up top every time.
That's part of being a rim protector. You got to be prepared to get punched on as a rim protector. So when you a rim protector, You're gonna block more shots than you're gonna get dunked on. The problem is what we seen yesterday. When you get dunked on, it's stuff like that. It's not like fingertip dunks, right? It's not like little net burners. No, you're getting thrown through the basket. So, but it's gonna be you smacking in the third row. It's gonna be you smacking it right back in somebody's face more often. You getting dunked on. That's why big guys, especially rim protectors in particular, that's why they more apt to try to block shots than they are to not block shots. Ewing, Olajuwon. I mean. We can't even talk about how many times Olajuwon smacked shots, but what we do remember is we remember KJ punching it over the top of Olajuwon. But Olajuwon blocked more shots than got dunked on like that. So we remember Alonzo Mourning, Vince Carter throwing it on him. But we don't talk nearly as much about how many game-saving block shots that Alonzo Mourning has. So when you're a rim protector like that, when you're a rim protector like that, you're gonna get dunked on more. I mean, you're gonna block more shots than getting dunked on. But big up to the 6'3", 6'4" guys for going over the top of big fellas. Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Trey Mann?
I'm not.
A little bit.
I'm not. He from down in your area, Chill. I don't know if he's from there, but he went to Florida, and he really, for real, he was a good high school player coming out. He got busy for his couple years in Florida, and even on the low here in OKC. He's been coming off the bench.
This is his second year, Ron?
I think it's his second year.
He's going into it. This next year is his third year.
Okay.
So is that the dude with the bad heart or no? That's not the guy with the bad heart.
I don't know.
That's not him. Okay, no, that's not him. Because the University of Florida had a guy on the crew. He had a bad heart, but then he was able to get back on the court. That's what I thought it was. I'm sorry.
You talking about the kid that had fainted?
Yeah, that's what
he just came back.
That's what I thought you were talking about. Okay, so it's not him. Oh, all right.
Now, you know what? Speaking of people getting dunked on just catching bodies, yesterday I just so happened to wake up, right? Open my phone, and you know who's the first? Stromile Swift.
Oh, whoa.
I was watching that like,
Stromile would punch on you, and it was one of those like, I'm gonna fight you. Like, don't do that again, yo.
You see, y'all remember what he did to Yao Ming? How we did?
Yeah, don't. That's one of those fights you getting dunked on. It's like, yo, we got to get him out the air because that's dangerous. So for real.
Yeah. You got to get him on the ground.
Here's the thing, though, Ron. A lot of these guys in the summer league, the majority of them, 90% of them, we're probably not going to see them after summer league. So they're playing for G League contracts. They're playing for overseas contracts and stuff like that. So I could get with that 100%. But the guys who we actually are going to see, there's really not that much of a gauge in terms of the competition because, there are no Draymond Greens on the floor. And when I say Draymond Greens, I don't mean Draymond Green today. I mean, I don't mean Draymond Green back when he came out of school. I'm talking about Draymond Green today. There aren't many guys like that. So the gauge that we got on Chet, right? The gauge that we're going to have on Wemby is these free agent guys. These are the guys that they're going up against. Mm-hmm. So this is who we have to judge them on. But with judging them on that, we see the talent. And we see the talent and we see what they could potentially look like. I think that's the good part about the Summer League.
Yeah, no doubt. Also, I want to talk about, Bob mentioned the Jalens. They both played last night, both started. The Jalen from Santa Clara, I believe, he had 21 last night. He had a good performance as well.
That's the darker skin one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The lighter skin one, that's the bigger one.
From Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
They both nice, though. I like them. them.
Can all three of them start together though? So it'll be Jalen from Santa Cruz at the 3, Chet at the 4, Jalen from Arkansas at the 5? Or no, because Lou Dort got it. How do y'all know any?
My assumption is SGA Giddy.
SGA and Giddy in the backcourt.
Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, or J-Dub as he's called.
Yep.
And then you might go with Chet and Jalen Williams, or you might go Lou Dort and Jalen Williams at the 3 and the 4 and Chet at the 5. I don't know. Or you might even try go Shea Giddy and Casey Wallace, which I don't think they'll do. But there's a few combinations.
So if you go Giddy and Lou in the backcourt, you go Shea, you go Jalen Williams, and you go Chet in the front court.
That can work. I don't know how much they really want to stay with Lou Dort because offensively, I mean, it's not great for him. I think that's why they went in with Jason Wallace, because I think I don't know if they're really invested in Lou Dort long term.
I mean, they did sign him to I think his deal was $80 million, Mars, so they did extend him.
Yeah, they did, but I mean, I think Unless there is some offensive development from him, because last year it wasn't great for him. He
No, it wasn't.
good around
No, it
the
was
rim.
not.
He couldn't shoot the three. So I think that's why I think they might be willing to get off of him, but I think they'll probably stick with him starting for now. But I wouldn't be surprised if he lost his starting spot sooner rather than later.
Shout out to Oklahoma City, by the way, for what they building down there.
Yo, chill.
Shout out to Oklahoma City.
I go and I pick my brother up from the airport. First thing he says is, "Man, did you watch Chet?" And then we talked about it a little bit. And he was like, "Man, OKC got something cooking up over there." And then he made me start thinking about it. He was like, "OKC is on the way. They are coming.
They on to something, yo, down in Oklahoma City. They draft well, and it does help when you got, 36 first-round picks. That does help, right? So, and not only do you have 28 first-round picks, you get to take 20 of them and just put them in the bank and just stock them away. So when draft night comes, you can take those picks and you can move off of them and add that to the fact of them doing their homework. Finding a guy like Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, which is becoming somewhat of a hotbed for pros now. I mean, Steve Nash was 30 years ago, but Jalen Williams went there. This kid that the Warriors just got. It's becoming a hotbed for pros now at Santa Clara, which I'm really feeling. The other kid, Jalen Williams. Now you got Chet, right? Getting SGA in the trade, which I'm still standing on the logic that Doc Rivers, if he had his choice, he would have. And I wasn't really a Doc Rivers GM fan. I didn't really think that he did a great job, but I think he hated having to come off SGA. But he had to come off SGA for Leonard. I mean, he would have gotten fired on the spot had he not done that, 100%. But I think that what they're doing with SGA, getting Josh Giddey, grabbing Chet, if Chet can hold up in terms of staying healthy, right? The two Williams kids. I think Lou Dort, offensively, I don't think that he hurts them as much as you think, Mars, because I think they get plenty of offense from the rest of those guys. I think that if Lou Dort could just knock down an open shot, I don't necessarily mean the long ball. If he could just knock down an open shot just to keep the defense honest, his defense overshadows his offensive deficiencies. If he could just knock down a 17 to 19 footer, kind of like what Drew Holiday was doing. If he could just knock that down with a little bit more regularity, I think that he can overcome whatever offensive deficiencies he has because he's so good defensively. And a lot of his defense can create offense. But they definitely on to something down in Oklahoma City. I like what they're doing.
It's my second team right there.
Oh, you've already made it clear. You heard him, Big Ox. Oklahoma City is his mistress. It's like he's telling and Houston is his wife. I'm telling you right now, if you don't get it together, I'm telling you right now, I'm leaving you, and I'm leaving you for this chick right here, and I ain't thinking twice about it.
Bars, you got a bag in the trunk full of clothes.
It's already packed, Ron. It's already packed. So as soon as she get out of line, Mars is gone.
I said I'm practicing loyalty for now. So
Ron, Mars gonna call a man. He gonna call men. He gonna say, "Man, put your Emma on the phone." I ain't never coming home no more.
Put your mama on the phone.
I ain't never coming home no more. Hey, I do want to say real quick though, Chitchat, because you brought up Santa Clara. Big shout out to the WCC though, because they've been stepping it up ever since really it's been almost 2 decades. St. Mary's and Gonzaga been holding it down. UOP came into the WCC. Pepperdine stepped it up a bit. Big ups to the WCC. I love that conference.
One of my biggest regrets, Big Ox. And I have a few of them in my life. My second year, after my freshman year of junior college, we ended up coming back from Kansas. I was one of the best players in the country, and I had the University of San Diego, the University of San Francisco, and I believe it was Santa Clara that was interested in me.
All WCC.
And I'm on the East Coast, so I didn't even give them a sniff, not realizing that the West Coast Conference, that's a big time league, yo. Mm-hmm. It's some real talent in that league. It's some real talent in that league, and I wouldn't even give them a sniff because I just felt like the basketball on the East Coast was so much better. I ended up out West anyway, so that was goofy on my part. I did.
Where did you go?
I ended up going to Utah State.
Utah State, not a bad league.
That was a mistake. It was. That was definitely a mistake on my part, and I 100% take responsibility for that. Yes,
a lot of us make mistakes when it comes to choosing schools, recruiting trips, and things like that.
I made a mistake doing that.
At Utah State, that's a fire school still. WCC, y'all. Shout out WCC.
Yeah, that's a
Love
big
that.
time league, man. Yes, 100%.
Y'all, I do want to get into this San Antonio Spurs Charlotte Hornets game last night. The Spurs beat the Hornets, Summer League, obviously, 98-77. But we have, some big time rookies that played in that game. Obviously, the number 2 pick, Brandon Miller, for the Charlotte Hornets, he made his debut along with a couple other people. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you their stat lines. We'll talk about him a little bit. Brandon Miller, he had 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And he didn't really do some other things too well. He had 6 turnovers and he had 6 fouls in the first half. So
you got 10 in summer league. You got 10 in summer league.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You can't foul. You can't foul out in some.
And they were down like 35 at halftime. The game was done. So I think he had like 5 points at halftime. So there's 18 points, empty stats. But
don't let that fool you.
It's
fine. Do not let that fool you.
He
just looked.
Are we worried about Brandon?
No, he looked.
He's gonna be what I expect him to be. His defense is not very good.
Mars, you think he Trevor Ariza?
No, that's Jabari Smith.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jabari Smith.
Jabari Smith can play defense. Brandon Miller he has a higher offensive upside, but the defense, I don't know how good he can be defensively. I think he can shoot.
Hold on, I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Miller can shoot. I don't buy the ability to get to the rim and finish consistently. Also, I'm not very high on his ball handling ability, but he showed some flashes of some decent playmaking, despite the 6 turnovers he had. There was a few times I was like, okay, that's okay. I see some signs. But overall, I'm just not crazy high on him. I think he's just going to end up becoming someone who you look at as someone who can just shoot, really. But
he looked really raw. He looked like a guy who was playing faster than he should have. The speed of the game looked like it got the best of him. He was throwing the ball away not because he was anticipating a guy being here, a guy being there. It was because he doesn't really know how to read defenses yet. He doesn't really know how to get to spots yet and be in certain spaces. So he just looked really raw. He looked like a guy who really didn't know what he was doing. So we get into the second half where they're already down by like 27. A lot of the shots that he was making were shots where, like you see in pickup games, where a guy's just dribbling down the floor and they'll just stop and pop. It wasn't really stuff like when you get inside the offense where it's a dribble handoff, where you're actually coming off a down screen or something like that. He just looked out of sorts early, and the game just looked faster than what it looked faster. He sped himself up more than anything.
Yeah, and I see people in the comments talking about it. Yes, he actually had 7 fouls last night. Like how Mars said earlier, you get 10 fouls in summer league, but he had 6 in the first half. I'm just
and the reason why is because, again, when you're in college, in college, the game in terms of playing defense is a little bit different. You can't be as handsy in the pros as you can in college. You have to be, when you're being physical, you have to pick how you're being physical. You can't use arm balls, which is what he was trying to do. He's trying to push guys to slow guys up. When guys are coming off screens, he's trying to body guys. And I'm thinking he looks, again, like a guy who doesn't really know how to play defense at the pro level yet. Right. And this goes back to what I said before when I said about guys knowing how to play basketball. I feel like he knows how to play basketball. I just feel like at the pro level, it just got away from him early, where the game was just so fast and he sped himself up. That's why he ended up with unnecessary fouls and unnecessary turnovers. I think once he calms himself down and gets himself in a more calm setting, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll have to see. And I agree with you as well. As you guys know, I'm pretty high on Brandon Miller, but it was another rookie for the Charlotte Hornets that I want to talk about as well. Nick Smith Jr. He actually started. He had 12 points, so he had a pretty solid outing as well.
Yeah, they got him with like the 27th pick or something. So I mean, whatever they get from him will be valuable. So I think the physicality might be a bit of a problem. He is quite frail. So it's going to be a case of just getting stronger and being able to absorb contact and play through that. But I think he's a good player. But I will say Amari Bailey, I don't know how much opportunity he's gonna get. I'm not sure about the translation to the league for him. But
yeah, he played 15 minutes last night, had 6 points.
Big Ox, it's a prime example of what we're talking about when we're talking about guys getting reps. Like you just talked about Keegan Murray. This is a great opportunity for Mark Williams to improve his offense.
Is he not playing right now?
I didn't see him yesterday. This would be a great opportunity for him to improve his offense, to get some reps, for the Charlotte coaching staff to show him what exactly it is that they're looking for from him. Because when I watched him at Duke, I saw a superior athlete. That's what I saw more than anything. I saw a rim runner. I saw a rebounder. I saw all of those things. Now, summer is when you improve your game. You get this dude in the summer league where you can start running stuff for him, not only running stuff for him, getting him involved defensively. That's going to up his confidence, which is going to make you guys better, right? So I don't mean he's got to play the entire summer league with you guys, but if he can play some more games, that would definitely improve him. And I don't understand. This was another reason why like we were just talking about Keegan Murray. Mark Williams is a prime example of a guy who should be playing in the summer league.
No, I definitely dig that. I understood where you're coming from, even when you're talking about Keegan. I definitely understand. And I'm surprised Mark's not playing to get some of those reps, especially on the offensive end. I like Mark Williams a lot. Matter of fact, before the draft last year, I was hanging around the Golden One Center facilities trying to catch up with Monty McNair. I'm sorry, trying to catch up with Monty McNair, telling him we need to trade back so we can get Mark Williams. But I definitely feel you. I think he should probably be in there getting some reps too.
Yeah,
and part of that, because I'm looking at their team, and just based on kind of the construction of their roster and just how they're kind of built, I think they got other guys that they want to get some reps over Mark Williams. They might be a little higher on Mark Williams than these other guys.
They need to give up on Kai Jones. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you out on him, Mars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they started him at center last night, which is
Ron. How you feel about that? What Mars just said, Ron?
I do think Kai Jones needs more reps than Mark Williams. So if I had to choose which one to play summer league, it would be Kai Jones, and I think that's actually how they're feeling.
No, Mars said they need to give up on Kai.
Yeah,
Mars is out on him.
Give up on him. But at the same time, also keep in mind too, because this next guy that I'm about to mention that they just drafted, who Chill's very high on, they have him in the mix as well, James Nnaji. Now he didn't play last night. It says DMP coach's decision, but he is on the summer league roster, and I do expect him to play. So I think
with Charlotte,
guys, yeah,
the big fella,
from Spain,
from Barcelona.
Okay. See, I thought he went to Indiana.
No,
I think he got drafted by Boston or something.
Boston, and then they traded him. I think it originally started with Detroit, and then from Detroit to Boston, and then from Boston he ended up in Charlotte, which I can't believe Boston gave him away. But yeah, I can't believe Boston gave him away.
Detroit should have kept him and got rid of Wiseman, but
or get rid of Duren. I know you love that.
I mean, I would take him in Houston. We'll take him in Houston. I mean,
right? I know you would. I'm sure you would. He's another one. He's definitely another one, Ron, that I feel like he can definitely use some summer league reps and get him involved in the offense, get him involved in the defense. Because this is the time. How many times have we watched guys who, throughout the course of the year, the next year you see the leap? This is the time to do it, right? This is the time when a guy is working on his ball handling. And this is the setting to do it. Because, I mean, I could get reps playing pickup at UCLA. I could get reps working out with a trainer. But if I'm in our summer league setting with our coaching staff and the stuff that we run, the action that we're going to run in live action with our coaching staff, it's more than likely I'm going to improve because I got an idea on what they're looking for from me. So a guy like Nnaji, who I'm big on, another big guy, if you could get reps out of him, Mark Williams, these guys should be playing in the summer league, man. Absolutely, they should be, because all that's going to do, that's going to enhance your crew. I'm not worried about, you got to worry about these guys getting hurt. Again, Big Ox, if you step on the floor and you're worrying about getting hurt, you're probably going to get hurt. But if you step on the floor and you concern yourself with getting better, you're probably going to get better more than you're going to get hurt.
Right. Well, obviously, that's where my mind is. But, if I'm the Kings organization, I'm not playing it that way. I'm not like, hey, Keegan, we don't want you to, tear nothing up. It's just kind of like, hey, Keegan, Go shoot a couple shots, get the fans excited, and we're gonna let some of the other guys get the reps. You know, we'll get you. You know, we'll get you in the lab. But I feel you though. Like it's a hard argument. It's hard for me to argue against what you're saying because I'm all for playing, but playing in the right settings. And like I said, this was one of the right settings where if you're supposed to be playing, this is where you play. You play at our facilities, or you play in the summer leagues. You play in whatever we do. You know, so it's hard for me to argue against it. Once again. Y'all know why I'm arguing so much against it. Just
of course, I get it.
I'm like, protect Keegan at all costs. We finally sniffed the playoffs. I want to stay here, you know. So that's what
something happens. I'm grabbing my keys and I'm on my way down to the facility right now. What the hell are you motherfucker?
I'll be at the airport so fast. I'm not driving home. I'm flying. I'm telling them, don't land this at the airport. Land this right here on the 5. I'm gonna jump out. You know? Man.
On to the next summer league game, we had the Memphis Grizzlies and the Philadelphia 76ers. One player stood out the most, and it's not surprising to me. I think he got G League MVP. And every time I see him play, from college to the G League to even some NBA games, he always is getting busy. My man Kenny Lofton Jr. Last night he had 21 and 13, and they ended up winning the game. How do we feel about Kenny Lofton?
I didn't watch this game. He reminds me of Zach Randolph,
a smaller version.
And I don't know how much he's gonna play in the NBA just because of the speed of the game, and he doesn't really move like tremendously well defensively. And he's not really explosive, so he's not really going to protect the rim like that. So I don't know how much he can play, but he's really like, it goes back to good basketball players and then good NBA players. I think he's a very good basketball player. Like he's extremely skilled, plays in the post well. He can also play on the perimeter offensively, rebounds, he can pass. Like he's very good. I just don't know how many minutes he's going to find himself getting in the NBA because of his deficiencies and his size. And I'd like to see him get opportunity. I think in his first start in the NBA last year, I think he had like 42, I think, something like that.
He did.
It was something like that. So I think he's very good. I just don't know how many minutes Memphis are going to be able to give him with Steven Adams coming back. Because I don't think.
Well, Brandon Clark tore his ACL, right? So he won't be back for a little while, right? He's still got at least 3.
He won't be ready for training camp. Yeah, he won't be ready.
He's not going to be playing. So I mean, you got Steven Adams, then you got Jaren Jackson. But then they also like this Santi Aldama kids who they played before.
Yeah. David Roddy as well. They'll play him.
So I don't know how many minutes he can really find himself getting, even though I do think he's an NBA level talent. Like you're not going to tell me there's 450 players in the world better than him. Like that's not true. I just don't know how many minutes he can find himself getting. But I'm rooting for him because I think he's very good, very, very physically imposing. Just brings me an old school type of guy.
He just got that 3-year contract, right? Or what they signed him?
After what he did in the G League, they said, "Nah, brother."
Mars, he's one of those guys that I'm too good for the minor leagues, but we're not sure about the pro game. So he's going to always be on somebody's roster. How effective he's going to be on somebody's roster, that remains to be seen. Because you see him in the G League, you see him like those guys in the G League have nothing for him. But at the pro level, he looks like he can play. Maybe Memphis might not be the place for him. Maybe it might be a place like Boston where he can play 15 minutes or 12 minutes and be the 10th guy. Maybe it's a playoff team where they can hide a lot of his deficiencies. He can't be in Detroit because he'll be out the league. He can't be in Orlando, even though I like what they're building in Orlando. Orlando's a bad example. No, he can't. He can't be on one of the worst teams in the game. Like he can't be in San Antonio. San Antonio's a bad example too.
He can't be in Charlotte.
No, he can't be. No, he cannot be in Charlotte. That's what I'm thinking.
He can't be in Houston as well. I'm gonna be honest. He can't be in Houston
because again, we're talking about a guy.
Use him for real.
We're talking about a guy who I think he's better than the G League, but in the pros, you got to put him in the right situation. It's not just about his talent. It's also about coaching. It's about systems. And if he's on a crew where we can hide a lot of his deficiencies, the Utah Jazz did a great job at that in the 90s with hiding guys' deficiencies like Shannon Anderson and Howard Isley and making these guys look a lot better than what they already are. So a guy like, I feel like a guy like Lofton, I think he's one of those guys, if you get him on a crew where if he's playing for like the Knicks or somebody, because I think Tibbs could do a good job in hiding him. or him playing in Boston. I think that they could do a good job at hiding him. I think he could stick, but I think he's going to be around for a while. His father was a damn good baseball player too, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Didn't know about
yes. His father, Kenny Lofton was his father. Yeah, his father was awesome.
Boy, Morris.
His father was an awesome baseball player. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about Barry Bonds. That's about it.
Yeah, Kenny Lofton was he was a perennial all-star. He was awesome.
Mars, you play cricket, Mars?
I've played it recreationally, a few times.
He was nice.
I tried it one time.
That's like a 5. That's like that's like a low 5, like a hard 4, Mars. That's what
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. No, I wasn't really good. I didn't really enjoy it either. It was alright. I enjoy watching it more than I enjoy playing it.
Mark, I was about to say how good you were at soccer. I mean, football.
I mean, that's just I was just so gifted. That my talent level in that, I mean, it doesn't really compare to anything else. But cricket, I mean, I was okay, but I was better at I mean, other than football, I wasn't really good at many sports. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Mars he's never gonna tell you guys, he's never gonna toot his own horn or talk himself up. But Mars was really a protege. Look, I'm gonna put it like this: Mars was a better soccer player than he is a debater. If that tells you anything.
Mars, don't think we don't know about you, yo. We honor you, Mars.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. I mean, actually, no, I've never played sports, so that's not true. But if I did play sports hypothetically, I'd probably be pretty good.
Yo, for the next 20-30 minutes while we on, I'm gonna drop this link in the chat. I'm gonna bring a couple of y'all to come up here and have some fun with us. At this moment in time, y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get into these super chats. We're gonna have a good old jolly last 30 minutes of this show. You feel me? Just drop the link into the chat.
I will say that though, like cricket, I like to watch it though, like on the professional level, like on TV. Sometimes if I could catch a game or something, cricket's it's pretty entertaining. Like those catches they be making when they got to throw it in, all that. Like it's cool. I don't know. I like.
Is it? I've never.
It's all right when I really it is all right to watch. Matter of fact, me and my son, we was watching lacrosse the other day. Now, like I like playing lacrosse like at PE and stuff. Lacrosse was cool, but lacrosse is super dope though, like on TV.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, if y'all got super chats, right now's the time to send it in. If you got questions or anything, I'm gonna bring in a couple of these guys. If you got your camera on, I'm gonna bring you up. Y'all got super chats, right now's the time to send it in. If you got questions. Yo, X2, what you smoking?
Yo,
what's good?
Pass
bro?
Pass that.
That was a cigar.
Pass
that. Check you out. What's going on, player? How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm all right. What y'all talking about the summer league? I ain't watch it yesterday.
What you doing up here, then, B? What you up here for?
He just wanted to be up here in front of 1,500 people, man.
You can listen in the back. I mean, if you're gonna get on the stage, we're gonna give you the microphone.
He wanted the 1,500 people to see him. He wanted that.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about, yo. Like, if you come to the show, we bring you on stage. We can't bring you on stage and you're gonna say, yo, what you singing? You can say that in the crowd.
No, I feel I can get into open dialogue though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about the summer league. We could talk about some other things. You got something that you want to talk about?
What's up, brother? What's on your mind?
With the flow.
Just go cook someone. That's what we need to do.
All right, how y'all feel about my Pistons?
Your Pistons?
Bright future.
Yeah, I like the Pistons a lot. I like the Pistons. I mean, there's one guy.
Are you sure, Mars? Hold on, Mars.
I don't just root against the Pistons because I don't think James Wiseman is.
That's the problem. Okay, make sure we clear on that, X. Because my man, he ain't feeling James Wiseman. I am. I think James Wiseman, especially with Monty, because the situation that Monty had with Ayton, I don't think that's going to be the same situation with James Wiseman. It can't be the same situation because if it is, it looks really bad on Monty. I think that he's going to try to work this out with James Wiseman and Duran as opposed to having the same situation with Ayton, even though he is under contract for as long as he's under contract. But I do like what y'all building down there. I do like that.
I think James Wiseman, I think I was talking to you, Chill Town, on TikTok. I was telling you how the Warriors, their system is not needed for an actual big man like James Wiseman. So I feel like the Pistons and with Monty Williams, they could probably transfer him to where he's supposed to be, and we can elevate off that.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I think that, and use him differently because I don't think. See, unlike Mars think he's whack. I don't think he whack. I think he can actually be real productive in the game. Mars is out.
Yeah, in like 6 years, sure, he can be okay.
Mars thinks he's whack. I think he a double dude. I think he's an 18 and 10 guy.
X2. What do you think about your Pistons?
Okay.
Yes, Mars. I think he's an 18 and 10 guy.
What this year?
From a fan, what do you think? What are the Pistons? What will they be?
I mean, they got K, right?
Yeah.
They got Jaden Ivey. They got Asura. They got Duran. They got Wiseman. That's a good starting five.
In the East?
Starting five? Oh, my God.
It's going to be tricky, bro. In the East.
You guys are trying to tank. That's what it is. You guys are trying to tank.
That's a terrible five.
In the East?
It ain't terrible though. I mean, Cade and Jaden Ivey gonna be something like that. That duo is gonna be a problem. Jalen Duran. I mean, like I said when X2 asked, like the Pistons, they got a bright future. They got a very bright future. And hold on, y'all still got my man Bojan starting at the 3-2, right?
They're trading him.
Yeah, he gone.
They're gonna get something for Bojan, but they're not ready to compete yet. But
you just got Joe Harris, right? You just got Joe Harris. I don't know if you're keeping him.
Joe Harris. Joe Harris.
Get Joe Harris.
He can't hit the side of he can't hit the side of a ball.
Get Joe Harris.
He won.
But nah, like I think y'all got a bright future. I'm real big on Jaden Ivey.
Yep.
What about Killian Hayes though?
Yeah, him and James Wiseman.
Mars loves Killian Hayes.
There we go.
Mars loves Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes, he needs to go. He need to go to the G League.
So Rod, I'm finally finna give in to what you want. You want the WWE because so I seen a little bit of the.
What you mean? What I want? What do I want?
You want the WWE promo because Bar started it though. Because when I
want people to like the video.
You did started it because you were talking crazy in the chat and Mars gonna.
Oh, the chat. See, I wasn't. That wasn't even me. That was just a burner account.
No, I want to hear it.
But people impersonating me all the time.
Because look. I respect the format, you know what I'm saying? Because that 2 minutes get really difficult. It's harder than what you think. But what I didn't like, because look, we don't argue over controversy. Oh, gee, they even got you talking now too. You was like, you just handle your business. It wasn't that easy because everybody re-reviewed it. They were just like,
I didn't say just because you handle business does not mean it's easy. If you handle your business, that doesn't mean it was easy. You just handled your business. I pay bills. That don't mean it's easy. I handle my bills. That don't mean it's easy that I'm handling it.
No, because the bill was that because we came in with the I came in with the gut punch. You did good in the second round. You did the slick OG thing. Because I re-looked at it for what you did, you was like, yeah, I ain't gonna disrespect D Rose, even though he be missed shot. I'm like, and then that threw me off a little bit. Because I don't argue, like, once again, like, you know, people controversy about it. I'll argue about it. Because, Rod, if you go back and watch, I see you pulled up too. Everything they doxed Ox for, they didn't dox nobody else for. And I was confused. They did the same thing with Tiki. And then Tiki was getting cooked so bad, he talked over somebody around, and he just acted like he was just God Almighty. Like Tiki was getting put in
SB.
Tiki got put in that blender.
SB.
The best back and forth debate was me and OG. It went anyway. I respect OG enough. I won't even argue who won. Respectful. They did Ox dirty from the judge wise because they said that he didn't win because he didn't finish his round. And Tiki did the same thing and talked to do around. But they was like, oh yeah, no.
SB, I lost fair and square, bro. I shot you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't get did dirty. Shout out True.
The problem came in,
I lost
right?
fair and square, bro.
The problem came in, right? Because everybody, man, you think same way, oh, you lost is cool. When Tiki got the crowd like, woe is me, everybody. I'm like, bro, nobody hate on you. Because even when I went on his channel, I said the first thing I said, we people don't give you enough respect and love because you was really the first person doing it. You the Bill Russell of sports debate YouTube. Cool. Nobody hate on you, bro. He put Dub in there. Dub just said, oh, yeah, Ticket won because he always talk like this. I'm like, what is we talking about? Then he get on here, yeah, I cooked them. They hate me. I'm this. I'm like, come on, bro. He got to stop the cap, though.
Hey, yo, X2, I appreciate you for coming up here and politicking with us for a second. We're gonna keep an eye out for your Pistons. Hopefully we can get you on again in the future, bro.
Be easy, brother. Be easy, brother.
All I'm saying is keep it a buck. Even Ox will tell you, keep it a buck, though. Context to tell you. Tell context.
Oh no, not the Tyrese Halliburton and Steve Nash.
Hey, yo, context. I've been waiting to get you up here. Hey, this is a smart brother right here. This brother right here. This brother right here knows ball.
This my man.
This brother right here knows ball.
Come on, man. This is what I do. This is what I do, man.
This my man. This my man right here.
I get busy too, man. So if y'all want to ever play me, I get busy, man.
But he can be a little wild sometimes. Context
I'm wilding, right? I'm the one wilding, right?
Context no basketball, but he could be a little wild sometimes. He the dude that when we go out, we gotta talk to him before we go out. Like, this is where we going. This is what we about to do. We ain't gonna get into no nonsense because we're gonna end up in a fight. You see that chick over there? That's his girl. So leave her alone. Because I am not busting nobody over there with no. That's who context is.
We fight because of him.
Yes, that's him. He the one. He that's because of him. So when you hear bottle breaking SB or you hear chair flipping over, you know what it's because.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
That's Dub vibes too in the club. And you go out with Dub, you better be ready to scrap.
That's a fact. What's going on, fellas? Salute, man.
What's up? How you feeling?
You already know, man. It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me on, man. Salute.
What up, Tex?
Yo, what's the word, Ox? You already know, man.
Did you catch any of the face-offs last night?
Yeah. Actually, I did. Okay. How we gonna break it down? You want me to just give a quick summary?
Your thoughts and feelings on anything that happened.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Let's start it off with I'm just gonna go down the list. I think Ox left a lot on the table as far as like clock management. I think he was able to make his points. I just think that it's just a sharpening thing. I think it's more so because I think, and that's the thing too, like the debating style is kind of those I gotcha moments. And as you guys been seeing throughout the time, like Ox doesn't really talk like I gotcha. So the debating style is not really his style of communicating hoops. So I think like that's kind of one of the things that kind of threw him off in the beginning. But I think that he was able to have a good standing against FYF. I think just the format kind of threw him off. But I think with practice, that's going to be an easy dub. I think True won by the skin of his teeth, to be honest with you. He won by the skin of his teeth. I think you could have made a better case for Fox, but it is what it is. The second one, SB, that one was close as hell. That one with Chill, it was close. SB I think. So I'm gonna say this.
I think McMahon set it up. I want Mars. We'll set it up. He can't.
You have to have a win under your belt before you can come challenge me.
That's man. And Mars is talking spicy.
How are you gonna be 0-8-2 and trying to play in the playoffs? That don't make sense.
Set it up.
Come on.
I got you.
Set it up.
Yo, Ron, I'm gonna say this, man.
I talk politely and have my cup of tea. I'm gonna get you right, bro. Because I know you just talk nice. You don't. Yo,
Ron, I'm gonna say this though.
So it just sound good, but it's a lot of fluff.
Great. It just sounds great, bro. He just make it sound.
I'm gonna say this though. You got untapped potential in Mars, man. Mars in the chat is a different type of animal.
Like
you talk about me being wild.
Dragon Ball Z with Krillin, he like that.
That's a waste man right
in
there.
The chat. I know someone else impersonating.
I know. yo, Ron, you know what it looked like? It looked like Cookie went on Mars' account and just started going crazy. Like he let me use Mars' account. Let me just go and get it off. But
I'm telling you, it's not me. We're gonna have to find out.
You think working behind the scenes?
I don't know who it is using a Mars Talk Sports account, but it's not me. Like, all these people talking about Mars in the chat, I just be.
That's a vicious man. That's a vicious guy in the chat. But I definitely, I think I gave it. I gave it. So for me, I feel like the points debated. I think SB made good points, but I think the way that Chill was able to kind of break down the whole totality of the guys, I think he was able to give like a better perspective of it. I think he was able to make it more compelling and kind of give you an idea of the degree of difficulty that Russ had to go through to get to the elite level. Especially he made the point where he's saying that he was able to be elite with KD, and then when KD left, still be able to actually take it up another level. So I think with that point alone, I think that's what kind of turned me to like, oh damn, Chill kind of got that point on that side. And then SB was just talking too fast at certain points. I feel like if he just slows down and kind of kind of stays at one point, not try to like get all the points rapid fire, I think it will be a different story. But I slight edge for Chill.
You think SB would have got Chill?
I think SB would have got Chill because I think he was able to make the point. It was kind of going against the peak for peak. So I think SB was able to kind of stay on that point and kind of harp more so on that. But Chill was able because he kind of included longevity into it by adding on durability. And that kind of plays a part into longevity. So he kind of strayed away from it, but he was able to wrap it up with a good tactic. Like he was able to kind of hit him with a couple of fakes and then he went right back to it. Like I think Chill was just a more seasoned veteran as far as the debates, like tactics. I think he was able to and make himself, and again too, I think Chill has the best storytelling cadence. So he's able to kind of lull you to sleep, give you a good story, you know what I mean? Make you feel good.
And then punch you right in the face.
Right. All this to say SB lost, but it's just a bunch of fluff. What you're saying is,
man, I'm trying to.
You spoke for 7 minutes just to say SB lost. I mean, I could have said that in 2 words.
Context. So what you're saying is, SB in context. What you guys are saying is Mars and Chill just merely sound good. But it's no context behind it. It's really no logic.
I'm gonna say this. They're able to provide facts, but I do think that they're able to make the argument more compelling. And I think it's more compelling the way that they're presented versus the argument itself. I will say that.
I'm not getting Ron. I'm not getting Mars. I'm not giving Mars an honest compliment until we get in the rings. So right now, I'm on the Mars hate agenda. For now on, the gloves is on.
I'm ducking all smoke of SB.
Put your dukes up. Put your dukes up, okay?
What are these? What are these?
You want to engage in the good old fisticuffs? I said.
Here's the thing, SB, is this weekend on Saturday, it's a chance that you might be able to square off with Mars. You just got to catch him at the right time. Y'all got to find yourself in the ring at the same time. Y'all know it's the king of the court format, so winner stays on. So let's say you start with the Rock SB and Mars is in his Ox, Chill, then Mars. Well, then you got to beat Chill.
So he won't see me. Okay. Just say he won't see me. There we go. That's fine.
Then you go get to Mars. So it all depends.
In the words of people from here in Chicago, no lacking. So Mars, please don't be
chat. I want to over or under on rounds that SB will win. Over under is at 0.5.
What's the
over is at 0.5?
He's talking
0.5.
The over under is at 0.5. So if you win one, you win the whole thing. For me, I'm at 0.5.
What we betting?
I'm taking the under.
What we betting?
Yo, Ron, what's 0, man? We gotta put this on underdog, man. We gotta put this on underdog.
What do we bet?
We need the higher or lower 0.5.
Wait, Mars. If I win though, you gotta at the end of the stream, live on stream on the big screen, you gotta do the Lil Uzi I Wanna Rock dance if I win.
Wow.
If you win 1 round.
Yep. If I win 1. See how confident are you in yourself?
Come on, Mars.
The whole dance.
If you beat Dub, it don't count.
Okay, bet. But if I get
who else is competing? Who else is competing?
All right, let me throw it back on screen. And I just put in the chat. I didn't put your over and under, but I did put, because I don't know if 0.5 is a good number for you. You know, we won't be able to come up with accurate lines until, you know, we see
0.5 is fair. I think he'll get 0. So if he gets 1, he'll go higher.
I want a good last shake on it. So if I give
look at your man Mars. Look at your man Mars.
I'm too young to gamble.
Your man's talking greasy.
You too young to talk smack.
This is the lineup. And in context, I want to hear from you, and I want to know who you think is going to win 1st to 15. And what you think it's going to be. Do you think it's going to be a blowout? Do you think it's going to be close? Do you think Chill gets the rock and just runs off 7 straight? How you feel?
All right. So here's the thing about it. Like, I think you guys have the more opportunity to hold the rock versus FYF. I think you guys have more veterans that can hold the rock more, because I think, like I said, you guys have the ability to make a little bit more compelling arguments. So that will keep you on the ball a little bit more. There are a few guys that I think that could take out a couple of people. Like I think Young Africa can do some damage. I think to a certain extent, like Lamont could kind of get a 1-2 if he depending on his matchup. But to keep it a band with you, I think this is not going to be even close. I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all. You guys have pretty much stronger debaters. To be honest with you,
tell us how you really feel. Context.
Nah, I'm just saying. Listen,
if he was on the FYF platform, he would say FYF would win.
No. I'm rejected. For sure.
Like they question your integrity right now, Tex.
Yeah,
nah. Basically, what Mars is saying is, when you're in California, like him, you're a Warriors fan.
I don't switch. I don't.
And when you go up to OKC, well,
speaking of what, no way. There was a lot of flip flopping. Hold on, Rod. There was a lot of flip flopping going on. I was not one of them. I actually went against the PC guys yesterday. So to keep it a band with y'all, like,
on what platform did you go against the PC guys?
I was on FY.
There we go.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. So Mars, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell y'all why I think honestly, Young Africa won yesterday. To keep it a band with y'all, I'm gonna say this right on PC too. I think Young Africa won yesterday. I think it was a highway robbery. I think it was 3-0. I mean, to be honest with you, I think Ticket just stayed on 1 point, and the point that he was making wasn't even compelling enough. He was just staying on winning by some team success. And the point was to evaluate Penny Hardaway and Jamal Murray as a player. And nobody, including Dub, Dev, and Max, didn't have the logic that they said for the winning was that they're going by Ticket's like logic in general, which I didn't understand. Like, I was just lost in the sauce. So you got to throw your man Dub. What's going on with Dub? We about to put Dub Pack in the air, man, because Dub was sounding crazy yesterday. Dub Pack in the air, man.
Yo, but context. I do have to ask you one more question.
Mm-hmm.
I have an opportunity for you.
Okay.
If you say no, I understand. But I want to offer you an opportunity to be an honorary judge on Saturday. Now, what this means is, and I got to tell this to everybody, especially in the chat, because the chat, you guys will be one of the judges. I need no biasness. I don't care if it's your favorite debater. I don't care if Mars sends you a whole bundle of tea. I don't know what he could bribe you with, or whatever it is. I need you to be a honest and fair and no biasness. Chat, you guys too. I'm saying it now. I'm gonna continue to say this leading up to the event and during the event. Don't vote for us just because we're on PC's platform. If SB comes and cooks Mars, I need you guys to vote for SB.
It'll be like who is the we'd be like, who a better player or something, and then I'll probably say like LeBron, and he'll pick like Jamal Crawford or something. I bet he'll still win in the chat.
Because I know how to debate.
No, you don't.
I could definitely win a Jamal Crawford.
You a fan favorite though.
I could definitely win a Jamal Crawford.
No way you could do that. No way you can do that. If Mars can convince everybody that Jamal Crawford is better than LeBron James,
that's the thing. That's the thing about debate. I don't have to convince anyone that I'm right. I just need to convince everyone else that the person I'm debating is wrong. That's all it is. If I can prove what you're saying is wrong, I win.
That's fair. That's a fair tactic.
And I promise I can prove anyone wrong about anything. You can tell me the sky is blue, and I'll find a way to make you wrong.
I don't know. I don't know if you could.
Remember, Mars is the guy that I don't have to outrun the bear. I just got to outrun you. That's who Mars is.
Exactly.
Mars is not that other dude. Nah, I don't got to run faster than the bear if he's chasing both of us. I just got to run faster than you, and I'm good.
And I don't even have to run faster than you. What I got to do is trip you up. I ain't even gonna outrun you. I just gotta make sure you fall over.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna outrun you.
But I mean, it's very simple. I'll see how I feel on Saturday if I feel like trolling or not. Because if I don't troll, I run off 15 straight. It's kind of boring. So I'll probably troll, give you guys a chance. Probably still win, but just make it close for the content. You don't want to have the show end in half an hour. So I look out for
make it. No, we don't want a whole video live. We want a short. Make it a short.
Oh, then I'll just troll and then win 15 straight trolling anyway. I mean, I could do that.
Because you said so. You feel when you actually talk sports for real, they don't like it because they just care about the entertainment factor, like with Ticket. Because
it's about the entertainment factor. That's what
Ticket entertaining as hell. You cannot deny that, bro. That man is a top tier entertainer. But I feel what you're saying though.
Yeah, but I'll choose how I want to win on Saturday, or if I want to win at all. To be honest.
So you guarantee me.
I mean, I might wake up a bit tired and think, I don't really care.
No, I want you to have your morning tea and everything, so make sure you.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel because I don't normally work on the weekend, so it's a new day for me. So we'll see how I feel.
Okay.
Hello, Lola.
Oh my goodness gracious, bro! Come on, man. My name is right there, bro.
Beans and toast.
Yeah, no.
You eat that too in the morning? Like, not to throw off topic. I heard that's like a thing. Beans.
British people do eat beans on toast. Do I eat beans on toast? No.
Ooh, that's crazy. Ooh.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
No. Gotta come get you some American food.
And look what we have here. Look what the wind blew in.
Ace 30. Oh, Ace 30 knows, boo. That's someone who might be able to cook some people.
But me, no.
No, thank you for acknowledging the truth, Mars. You already know what it is.
You can cook. You can cook, Dub. You can cook. You can probably beat
Mars all the time.
You can.
I could. Mars, I got you out of there, open gym. You know what I'm saying? That Steve Nash nonsense. I get you. But that Steve Nash or Moses nonsense. You gotta relax with that one. But it's okay. Everybody take losses, Mars. I took a loss. Everybody take losses.
No, you got losses. I ain't never taken a loss, man.
No, it's okay. Mars, like those got losses on their record. Mars, it's okay.
Except me. I'm Floyd Mayweather.
Mars, why you
talking about smoke? That's easy.
Hey, Mars, you said Sturdy would beat me. I'm over there yesterday. So look, I'm over there on FYF platform, Chilltown Leave. I'm over there dolo by myself. They talking about where Damo at. With him, I'm like, yo, I'll run Sturdy right now. I'll back the Lakers. And y'all know I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No, because Bob.
Sturdy, if you duck the smoke, just
Bob. I didn't, Mars. You know this for a fact. I don't duck nobody, but Bob. I got respect. Bob, don't do that.
I ain't say you duck.
Bob, don't do that. I got respect for you, bro. Like I wanted all that venom for Damo, and on top of that, just like everybody else, I had shit to do too. So
nah, you
I get it. I ducked. No, Mars. You already know what it is. I don't duck nobody, but I just want to say this, Damo. I understand shit happens, but like, don't pretend to be Hollywood, bro. Chill pulled up, had a stream that same day. Ron was in the middle of business. He still pulled up and then carried on about his way. Same thing for Dub. Same thing for Ops. So
is it Hollywood Mars?
I want to say it's
Hollywood Mars.
Oh, I'm not Hollywood. I'm just scared. Like, let's get that straight.
No, Mars is the 2018 Celtics. He knows he only get wins on a home court, and that's okay. He knows his strengths. But don't be like, nah, you don't work on the weekends. When you literally have a podcast that only streams on the weekends. Don't do that.
Hey, we missed last week.
So, don't do that. I don't know. Don't do that. But anyway, that wasn't about. That was what it was about providing good content on multiple platforms. But some niggas don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. But I just want to come here and show love. Shout out to Chill. Shout out to Ops. Shout out to Dub. Shout out to everybody pulling up and then showing up and showing out. And Ron, like honestly, respectfully, Ticket came in perfect time. You about to save you for an embarrassment, bro. Like I don't. That's not.
I see that first round, Ron.
Mars.
Think about it. I say what's up, and y'all just threw me in the ring.
He was on the fly.
I'll give you that. I'll give you a pass. But no, Ron. Like I seen you. No, Ron.
I don't need y'all to give me no pass. Hey, I could get in the ring and get down too. And I sincerely believe that Kobe's better than LeBron, and I'll back that with anybody.
Tell you what, Ron. I'll tell you what, Ron. Because Ron, I already got.
That's a long time.
If Damo gets the courage, the opportunity still there for him. Me and Dub already about to set it up. Then after that, of course, I'm coming off the OG Big Dog, Chill. And then before that, maybe, you'll be a good appetizer for that entree. You know what I'm saying? I can include you within the slaughter. That's all.
For sure. Wait, well, check it out. I typically don't eat finger foods, but if you want the smoke, we can do it.
That's tough.
Hey, but hold up though. So Gabe was in the chat talking about, if I'm not a judge and this, then I'm gonna throw a riot. I'm gonna flip PC upside down and whatnot. Gabe, here's my thing, Gabe. You can be a judge, but they gonna say some biasness with it. So if SB Sturdy, if y'all don't mind, I'll let Gabe be a judge. But you can't be biased
about it.
No, I trust Gabe. I trust Gabe.
Y'all trust Gabe?
I trust Gabe in context.
playing by y'all rules on y'all home court. Don't matter if Mars can play and be a judge. All if I care. We don't matter.
But see, but you don't want me to be a judge. I'm not gonna do that though because I don't want no asterisk by this win. I know everybody go live on their platforms after this talking about PC won because
but no, that makes
this and this.
Ron, that makes the great content because nobody really complained about the victory at all, even if you feel the way after the battle. But that makes great content.
Nobody complained.
Nobody complained.
All right.
Let's be. The ticket in Africa thing is different. I didn't complain.
So that's a lot of people complain about that, bro. They complain like crazy.
Situation.
Don't say nobody. You don't complain when you lose because you don't know what winning feels like.
You're just used to it. So I mean,
SB, look.
You don't complain.
Bars talking crazy.
That's all you got to do.
You can't complain about losing if all you do is lose. You don't even know what winning feels like to know where you're missing out.
Do you want smoke? Do you want smoke or are you scared?
Scared.
Well, shut your damn mouth. I would have had nothing. All that talking. Sit down. You the dude in the back talking.
SB, we up on the graveyard shift last night till about 2 a.m. In Lamont, Lamont in Africa was still on there complaining. So don't say nobody complain.
That's too not well.
That's almost 24 hours of complaining.
Yo, what up?
You get
what's good, bro?
You get flashbacks.
Hey, listen, this is what I do know though. I got my dub though. You know what I mean? I got.
You know, because look, this the thing. When we debate, the judges they want to hear a whole lot of basketball talk. Y'all know I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit on there just yelling a whole bunch of stats for 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
They let Tiki Slide calling people jackass and Jamal.
Hey, listen, this is what I do know. This is what I do know. I rewatched my debate. Hey, Ox, I rewatched that. Listen, I don't think you got it round. To be honest with you, you did all right.
Here you go with
this. You did all right. I don't think you got it round.
He did get the second round. He had you in the chokehold.
I think I got the second. I think I got the second and the third.
That debunking that defensive logic you was talking about with how you don't think Trae Young is that bad defensively. That was a right cross to the chin piece. He shut that down immediately. He had you in the chokehold. He let you up.
I got you in the third too, though.
True.
Honestly,
you didn't give me no third. You didn't.
I agree with that too.
He had you in the chokehold and he let you up.
I got you in the third too. I didn't need the whole round.
You brought a narrative.
I just came and said what I had to say. See, the thing about over there, what I didn't know is that y'all like what y'all do. Y'all reward fluff. You know what I'm saying? Y'all reward fluff. If I say what I got to say in the third round and I get out of there. That's just me being efficient. Y'all want me to sit around and just keep repeating myself. If you know what I'm saying, if y'all could only say one thing once, y'all will be over there debating for 15 seconds, bro. Y'all say what y'all say, and then y'all say it again in the second round and say it again in the third round. All right, bro. What is I ain't repeat myself. I ain't say one number. And you know what I'm saying? That's just not what y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear Bleacher. Y'all want to hear Bleacher Report and Basketball Reference. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you Bleacher Report and Basketball Reference. I'm gonna talk some.
Chill. After this, because the film don't lie. As you know, the film don't lie. Personally, go back and watch that ticket in Africa. You tell the people what you feel about the debate.
I didn't see it, unfortunately, because I had to bounce. But I heard later. I heard later that ticket smoked him, and I'm thinking I want to see this.
Film don't lie. Chill. It's still there. Go watch it.
I want to see.
But the accolades don't lie either. It says ticket one. So what was
I know you're not talking. Mars, I know you're not talking. Mars, I know you're not talking. I know you're not talking.
Reference ticket would have a championship.
However you get the chip, right, Mars?
I know you're not talking.
Exactly.
I know Mars not talking, man.
Hey, so SB, True, and Sturdy. Quick question. If it's one guy that y'all pop up against, are you gonna be like, you remember when Kawhi, when the Spurs was playing the Spurs was playing the Heat in the finals, and LeBron looked over and see Kawhi checking in. Is there anybody on our squad where you gonna be like, damn, here come this motherfucker here?
No, not a person at all. But
not at all.
No. Listen. No, listen. Big Ox. I had conversation with Low. I had conversation with Chill. I had conversation with Mars. I ain't afraid of nobody, bro. Like I don't look at nobody, but I do respect. But I do acknowledge the fact that y'all the 03, y'all the 08 Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just a big three and role players. Y'all call us nothing but role players, but I think it's obvious. It's obvious who the big three is. You got Chill. You got Chill who's KG. You got Chill who's KG. You got Chill who KG. Of course, you got Chill who KG. You got Mars who Ray Allen, and then you got Low. You got Low capping ass as Paul Pierce. So no. Big Ox is Kendrick Perkins. You know what I'm saying? What's going on there?
I love Perk. I love
Big Ox Kendrick. Okay. So who's Rondo?
Who Rondo?
No, they don't got Rondo.
Nah,
Tickets Tony Allen?
No, chicken Sam Cassell. You know what I'm saying? Old ball veteran, smokes a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like that's there. Sam Cassell was there. We talking about he was an important veteran. I'm talking about he a champion. What are you talking about? Don't disrespect Sam Cassell like that. Then
who's done?
So who next?
You know Dub. Dub is Glenn Baby Davis. Don't do that, man. Like what club is that, man? What you talking about? Glenn, don't disrespect Glenn Davis like that. He was an important factor on the team. Get out of here with that.
James Posey. That man James Posey.
Yeah, Chill being anyone but James Posey.
So Sturdy, we the 08 Celtics. Who are y'all, Sturdy? I need to hear.
Wait, Sturdy. Before we get to y'all,
the 2023 Pistons.
I always did believe that Doc Rivers was a solid coach.
Oh my God! 3-1 lead.
Yo, Sturdy, why you sleeping on Fluent right now, Sturdy? Oh, Fluent not gonna be there.
No, Fluent not on there.
Okay. I'm about to say.
So Fluent be Rondo?
I know you're not sleeping on my man.
Fluent either Fluent be Rondo or Eddie House, whichever y'all feel comfortable. It don't matter.
Hey fellas, we really got some other business that we got to attend to. Unfortunately, we got super chats, and we could do this all day with y'all do.
You're right.
We could do this all day with y'all do, but we do have some pressing business, and we got some customers that we do have to deal with. Unfortunately, so we kind of got to get to that.
Wrong, we gotta get to super chats, bro.
We got to get to that. We do have to get to that. So, unfortunately, fellas,
Ron be ducking super chats like Damo did the other day. But like, yeah, you right, Chill. We gotta get to it.
But to answer your question real quick, I don't look at nobody as, oh my God, threatening. But I know I look at people how, like Patrick Beverly look at Chris Paul, Mars a cone. I'm letting you know that right now.
Yeah, but then Patrick Beverly get bounced by Chris Paul.
Mars, you walk in the troll Mars, you never see Troll SB. I'm on your head. It's going down.
ASB, I know you see the chat.
It's hard to take someone with 0 wins seriously. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of hard.
I know it's cool. It's
kind of hard. Like, what am I meant to do?
I'm always.
Coach the Goat said, "I like Gabe over you, SB."
SB, you my dog, man.
That's kind of
if you lost to Gabe,
that's kind of weird.
Stop hating on me, bro.
That's
not hate, but if SB lost to Gabe, we're just hanging up. That's what
me and Gabe never debated.
That's why if you lost to him, hang up. Retire.
SB can never disagree with me. That's how much I could.
All right, so Kyle Kuzma didn't get better when he joined Washington, but I mean,
I did say he got better.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I'm gonna run down these super chats, y'all.
I'm cooking you on that. So
we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Lonnie Williams said, "Can't say eye test, but only say numbers and stats."
He used his eyes to look at the numbers. What are we talking about? See, that's how easy it is. Just like that.
Almighty Lambo said, "Winning hasn't had an effect on the All-Star game since 2015."
That's the year the Hawks had 4 All-Stars, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that. Yeah, they stopped doing that.
Jeff T, Paul Millsap, Korver. He was like a
Kyle Korver made the All-Star.
Yeah, Kyle Korver was like a replacement, I think.
And y'all be talking about that 2015 team like they was just so you know, Cleveland is the only team they lost to. They was 14 games over 500 against the Western Conference. So let's stop talking about the Atlanta Hawks like they was just Nah, they wasn't that whack. Cleveland.
Yeah, they were a good regular season team. I agree. They were a good regular season team.
So,
Chill, bear with me right now. Ruger Red chimed in a couple times and said Lenny was the ABCD ranked number 1 after the LeBron game.
And I outplayed the Big East Player of the Year in the Summer League game. Does that mean I'm better than him?
I'd say.
I was like, it is to me.
Yeah,
I would say I
in one game, I'm better than the Big East Player of the Year. In one game, I outplayed the Big East Player of the Year.
Every time.
In
Mars
one game, so I'm better than him. Come on, man. We better than that. No, we better.
No,
than
I'm
that.
just better because I'm better, bro.
Sure. See, that didn't make no sense. That didn't make no sense, but it just sounded good because
it sounds good. It sounds
good.
Hey
Mars, I think SB got a problem with you, Mars.
I do now.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Hey, yo.
I'm not sure, but I think
I got smoke.
I think he said something he don't like, bro.
It's crazy. I don't know why. I won't smoke
with me now. If the show starts miraculously with SB and Mars, I promise you I ain't have nothing to do with it. It's just luck of the draw. You know, it's the fate of the universe.
Make it happen if that's what the people want. The people don't want it. I don't care.
Lenny was hungover and his teammates missed the game-winning free throw.
That's it. That makes it even worse because now that's a responsibility issue. You come in the games hungover and you want us to invest millions of dollars in you. Come on, B. What are you talking about?
If MJ he said that on the camera. He said on the camera on Mace part. I think
wild as hell for that.
He was living a crazy life, Chill. He was living a crazy life.
So Quay White said, bro came up here mad as fuck when the event is being advertised as FYF versus Players Choice. The fuck is there to be mad about?
It's entertainment. It's entertainment, bro. There's nobody up here seriously. Chill. Jesus.
I don't know. Some of them other FYF people seem kind of salty about the whole young Africa thing.
Yeah, that's a different
But that's
story.
when it happened. They was butthurt over it.
I mean, Lamar picked the judges. That's what happened.
I know. No, they were just like, man, then they take away their right to vote, man. This is crazy. How do not?
No, but that wasn't honestly. This wasn't the first time that happened with like the format. So this wasn't the first controversial decision with the judging pattern. But and then
they started insulting Dub. I'm like, bro, come on now. It's just a meaningless argument. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
not about who's better, it's about who made the argument better, and everyone voted for him. So even if Dub and y'all didn't vote, the tiebreaker won and the chat voted. So
yeah,
they mad. Y'all lost.
CP Nexers said, Damo, you sound scary, little bruh.
Little bro.
Damo definitely got that smoke.
Hey, you know what though? Damo actually my sleeper on that day. I think Damo going. I don't know if he's gonna be our leading scorer, but I think he gonna either be second or third. I think I got high praise for Damo.
Coach Ron, who's your game plan? You know, when the coach had a game plan scheme to get their person the bucket. So
for scoring option and all that.
Who you got scoring most buckets in your game plan? So who you getting the ball to score the most points?
This thing work?
Yeah, it's working.
You guys hear me loud and clear? We're playing bully ball. Give the ball to the biggest, strongest force. Mars, I love your dribbling ability and your ability to shoot like Steph and all that good stuff. I do. Hey, Chill, you got a sweet mid-range jumper. Ox, you could tip dunk the shit out the ball. Okay, I like all of that. But we're giving the ball to Shaq Diesel. Turn around and just dominate everybody. And y'all know who that is. Y'all know exactly who that is.
We depend on trolling entertainment. Y'all might be cooked there. Y'all depend on entertainment. That's what.
Hey, we got the two judges
I'm
down there.
Go back and watch 90s wrestling to give me a couple catchphrases, jabronis, and candy.
I got a couple
catchphrases.
Working my promo game. Talking third person.
And there's no language barriers in this battle either.
Taking my run up 15 straight.
Oh yeah, he go
Hey
definitely.
Ron, I got to bounce, brother.
All right, Chill.
I'll see you dudes tomorrow.
Yeah,
be easy.
All
right,
Joe. If we doing that, if you can curse, oh my goodness,
yeah. Y'all done really pissed Chill off. I don't think Chill was enjoying all this banter back and forth. So on Friday, the game plan might actually just be the ISO Chill.
It's been 24 hours straight, man. Y'all pissing off the wrong one. I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, man, listen, we want y'all best, man. Ain't no listen.
KG finna go crazy.
On the 8th, it will be Lamont. Will it be Lamont or FYF? I'm confused so much. Salt and what he's saying is hard to tell.
Lamont's on the.
Lamont was up here salty. Y'all know why that brother mad? Mars, Gabe, context.
Don't ask me.
True.
I'm lost in the sauce.
All right.
Who's mad?
He mad because he asked Dub. He said, "Did you watch the debate?" He said, "Yeah, most of it." He said, "Yeah, part of it." And he let Dub vote. That's on him. Like, what you doing? What you doing, Lamar? Don't do that. Don't do that. And then don't do that and then stream for 3 hours later talking about how you got robbed.
Yep.
Lamar did take accountability for that, though. To be fair, so it is what it is. But listen, it's happened. It happened already. You can't change it really. But I mean, listen, we all know what it is, though. You know what I mean? I'll tell you that.
What it is?
I mean, shoot, it's gonna be different. The 8th. It's gonna be different. The 8th, though.
Will it?
I got my Ox. Ask Ox. You can ask Ox.
Wow. Ask Ox what?
What happened?
I don't know if I heard it. I don't know.
Listen.
For sure.
Hey, listen, I did listen, man.
Hey, by the way,
hey, True got his, y'all. Y'all chill out, man.
Yo, True and Ox, by the way, I did run a poll in the chat, and I asked the chat who's gonna score more out of YouTube, and 80% of the chat voted for Big Ox Bob.
Okay, so that's clear bias. Go.
I respect. I can't get mad.
Your whole teammate, boss. Come on.
Chill made a good point. I mean, he scored more than the SEC Player of the Year. Maybe like.
Maybe he's better.
I don't know.
Maybe. Listen, man. It's a conversation. I mean,
I won the poll vote yesterday. I only won the poll vote yesterday, 61-39. So it was closer. Is that biased too?
I don't know what the debate. I don't know.
I didn't think 60% is close.
61.
It was 61-39. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, I feel like I lost. You know what I'm saying? But I did lose. So. I mean, Lamar came on the graveyard shift last night and told me I got robbed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, Tex, you was there. You heard him.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there bigging up True because I'm like, yo, I lost like a man. He like, no,
ain't
you
no
didn't.
caps.
You got robbed.
Maybe we need to have Lamar be there.
I see that.
Hey, True, that's coming from your man's. I don't know. I don't know.
Your man Chill said you lost. So
that's because unlike Dub, Chill got enough sense to know I can't come over here and just vote for my guy. You know what I'm saying?
If I lost, he would have said, "Hey, yeah,
true. Hey, if I was judging, honest truth, right-handed guy, I would have voted for you too. Right-handed guy. If I was voting, I would ask you too.
Oxto, you said something about Dub not voting for or voting for Ticket. All right, I do sincerely believe that Dub thought Ticket won. I personally thought Ticket won. It was close, but I think Ticket just outdoed him. But with that being said, can you imagine if Dub would have voted for Young Africa, and that would have been a deciding factor in vote? Y'all gotta know. It wouldn't even be no panel right now. It'd be Ticket chasing Dub all around the screen. Y'all see Tom and Jerry?
Yo, he's filming the too. He probably gonna be. I'm jumping live, guys. Right. I'm chasing Dub. He's just on live for chasing Dub.
I'm talking about he would still be streaming right now on Dub ass. Hey,
Ron, that's hilarious.
Never be able to get a word off ever.
All right,
because you know, during that, me and Dub, because at that point it was just because I was there by myself, and then Dub popped up. So when this going on, I can't tell y'all what was being said, but me and Dub was messaging each other during the vote. So release the
text. Release the text. Hey, I'm finna get like Hillary Clinton with you. Release the email.
That thread. Hey, Ron. That thread is deleted.
Well, look, check it out. Y'all can't participate in the event. Y'all may be disqualified. I don't know. We got certain things going on right now. I got to talk to management, upper management. We might have to figure some things out.
Collusion. Real.
All right, y'all. But let's continue to keep it pushing. Though Jalen Carter said Chet Holmgren might lead the league in blocks. How we feel about that?
No.
Not a chance.
He did good, but he played against really bad defenses. Like the highlights I see on Twitter is just people pump faking and jumping at everything. Chet did good, but leading the league in blocks is crazy.
Jay defensive take's been like off the rail lately. So we gotta chill.
Right.
Andre Karolinko.
Yeah. Andre
The
Karolinko.
fact that Mars was able to get and chill to
Y'all
debate
don't
that's
agree?
crazy to me.
I told you I win debates, man. I don't mind. I win debates.
No, on Open Gym, they were just sitting there just like, bro, I'm watching this man get cooked and dropped. I'm like, God damn. And Jalen sitting there just kind of, yep, I made this point. I got to sit here and take it. I can't do nothing about it.
And it was based on
It was
highlights as well. That was the worst part.
It was definitely
all on highlights.
It was definitely beast move like. I'll tell you that much.
That shit was crazy.
That shit was beast move like, boy. Tell you.
Now it's worse than beast move. Beast move just
No. Nothing.
Somebody leave on highlights is crazy.
No. Nothing.
Nah, and then Dub found the video in the middle of the whole thing. It was
Gold
so
hopping
nasty.
up Jalen Brown like he's the next comer.
Yeah. That was horrendous.
Bro, I've never seen everybody on BG just get on his ass like that and just
Storm
start
like
yelling at him.
Voltron. Just to jump one person is crazy.
What's worse, that one or the LeBron created debates?
Oh shit. That was bad too. That was bad. Thanks for reminding me, Gabe. Actually, that tells me.
I don't know. Karolinko being the second greatest defender of all time is pretty.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I think
I think that one.
I think that's valid.
That's terrible.
Mars, you don't think it's bad.
I wouldn't even entertain that.
You're lying,
He
Mars.
blocked Kobe 4 times.
You're lying, Mars. You're lying.
Hey, the highlight clip said it. What are we talking about?
Oh my god!
Respect the highlight.
Now you're a highlight merchant.
Yeah, I wouldn't even entertain that conversation, man. Come on, man. Like we were talking.
It goes 2 hours of content. So.
Hey, it was. Hey, listen.
Top-notch content.
Fellas, we're going to keep it pushing on to the next super chat. Tony Jean Claude said, bruh, why y'all change it to members only chat?
Man, just run that issue.
I didn't decide to do this. It's all on this fella right
Yo,
it's all on him.
Dang, Mars.
Mars. Is that capitalism at its finest?
Yeah, facts. It's me, man. Yeah, it's on me. Yeah, make sure you become a member, man.
Yo, look, when your star player
when
your star player says do this or trade me, you gotta do what you want to do. Hey, look, we almost had to trade Mars over to FYF debates.
We said we didn't want him. We said we didn't want him.
For who and how many picks?
Wow.
We almost had to trade him for LVZ, a bucket of chicken, and I think he said he was gonna buy us some new mics or something like that. I don't know.
Trade him for a Subway.
You see how he jumped off the screen. See, Mars don't want to own up. He don't want to be a man.
Oh my god.
But moving along, chat. Hey, I'm sorry. Maybe, but watch. I bet you Open Gym don't have it. See,
if you know, you know. If you know, you
Sharky
know.
HD said Luka played EuroLeague and was dismissed. Xenophobia.
No way.
Yeah, people were just wrong about Luka. I mean, that's what that was.
Right.
I mean, to be fair though, the countries of Slovenia, they're not really big on basketball like that. So I mean, right? Like at time, like the league.
I don't live in Slovenia. I don't know.
I think they had talented players.
Because France, like for example, like Victor for France is like we all know there's been a lot of talent came out of France compared to Slovenia in the past. So maybe that's the reason why it's not a lot.
Slovenia
only person before they're Dragic, but then people like, well, the people look at like that, like the next Dragic, whatever. But I don't know.
Sharky HD with another super chat said Wemby playing in France is still better than the NCAA.
I guess.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably,
I'm not arguing with that.
Made the argument.
Goon the Shooter said Kenny Lofton cooked Victor in 2021 and cooked Chet.
Yeah.
He did do that.
He's gonna do that. He's gonna do that.
That's a big man.
Agreed.
I am Steven Allen said, how do I get a one-on-one debate with Chill about LeBron? I'm tired of the cap. He teaching these young kids wrong. That's not how the game go. I'm tired of it.
Chill almost blew a fuse reading that one earlier.
Just catch him on when he go live on Chill Town or Chill versus Chill, or catch him on TikTok when he go live and just pull up on him.
Baba let you up. Chill with chill.
Yo,
I ain't letting up nobody that don't send through no $10 super chat.
Damn. What'd you say about
that?
that?
That Wi-Fi needs to get covered. You heard? Gotta get covered.
Yeah, Wi-Fi gotta get covered.
Man, Ron still ain't paid me for that $10 plan Wi-Fi.
Nah,
I'm
you gotta
streaming
run that
in the
business
air.
account, my boy. You gotta run that business credit card. You know what I mean? Send that to Oxford, man.
Hell, man.
Send that business credit card, man.
Come on.
Hey, I was just talking with Morgan Stanley. They said it's some issue with our bank account and stuff like that. they called our assets.
My savings, I gotta get my savings.
Hey, SB, y'all got y'all got any room over there?
I already told you. So look, I'd rather for y'all to leave now because if it get as bad as it get, the PC contract's gonna get turned. It's gonna be a lot of releases. It's gonna be like way March.
It could be like
free agent market.
Mars talks just released by PC on the panel.
That's tough.
He's going back to
China. That's gonna be
the Guangdong panel. That's what he's gonna be on the
Guangdong panel is crazy.
Hey, no cap, Lord. You go there and drop 50 though. I give you. They go to the Guangdong.
There you go. Go to the transfer portal.
Devin with the super chat said, "Anyone in life should live if they are able." I'm not trying to hear an athlete say they won't. Talking about,
but can't they work out with bands?
He does a lot of
the bands and the resistant bands and stuff like not necessarily like pumping iron. You know, a lot of swimming. You know what I'm saying? Get you just start.
Everybody's skill set wise don't need to bulk up because you even look at how Giannis used to play when he was skinny compared to when he bulked up. Like you got to change our whole dynamic of your game.
All that muscle can affect the way you shoot.
And everybody's body can't transition to handle that much weight on them. So I don't think necessarily a good thing. Like you said, go to do the resistant band route maybe, but everybody don't got to get swole, bro. To be
somehow Desmond Bain is making it work. Somehow, some way, Desmond Bain make it work. That shit crazy.
Super chat from the Zesty Bestie. Interesting choice of names. All right. Does anybody else here have Zesty Besties?
No.
Never mind.
Jalen Green, man. What we talking about?
Never mind. My bad.
That Jalen Green.
I'm gonna say, I say I don't. But ain't nothing wrong with that if you do. I don't.
Ain't nothing
wrong with that.
I got it.
We in July. G, you don't gotta say all that. We in July, man. We in July.
Oh, okay.
Mars, what was that?
That's crazy.
That's Mars' favorite player might have one. So somebody up here might have one.
Hey, Jalen Green has been wilding though.
He's been living his life, man. Love his life.
That was crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. There's some crazy ass videos, bro. You can't rely, bro. Some crazy ass videos.
Hey, love is love.
Hey, these kids is different.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. You can call it
what it
crazy
is. What are you talking about?
Fingernail polish and everything. They
what it is.
They live in life though. They live in life.
They just rough house.
Back to the super chat. The Zesty Bestie wants to know who's a more versatile defender, Duncan or Garnett?
Andre Kirilenko.
That's funny as hell.
Garnett.
Probably KG.
Yeah, I'll give it to Garnett. Garnett was going guards and like full court.
Andre Kirilenko was blocking Kobe, so.
Go
from here.
Drink More Water wants to know what are your thoughts on the 2 Euro signings?
I heard about one of them. I haven't watched them play. But I know they've been pursuing him for a little while.
Oh, wasn't one from Olympiacos?
Every Euro league.
No. I think was it Olympiacos or Real Madrid? I thought it was Real Madrid.
Which one are we talking about?
Kings got the Euro League MVP, right?
The Kings got one right now.
OKC got one.
Who they get?
I can't remember his name. I think it was like Mimic or something. I think.
Oh, he's the EuroLeague MVP too. He was the MVP last year. Check it out. I'll give y'all a quick breakdown because I actually watch the EuroLeague a lot, and obviously Shaq plays in the EuroLeague.
Right.
The rookie who the Kings are about to get, his name Sasha Vezinkov.
I saw him.
He's going to be a stretch four for the Kings. Dude can literally shoot it from everywhere. He moves pretty well without the basketball. He's not the most athletic. He can score a little bit in the post. You said what?
He played with Shaq, right?
Yeah, he played with Shaq.
Yeah.
So he could score a little bit in the post, but really he's going to be a catch and shoot guy. And he's one of those type of guys that just knows how to play. The ball just finds him, and he finds himself just in the right place at the right time.
Would you say like a thinner Bielisa? Like a thinner Bielisa?
Yeah. So, yeah, I would say similar to that. He's not going to put the ball on the floor too much. He's really just going to be a catch and shoot, one dribble pull up, and he'll probably get some cuts and things of that nature. But I think it's a good game. Like, he does have a good mid-range game. But he's going to be a cool guy that's going to be able to stretch the floor with, the other guys that they got, like obviously De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Keegan Murray. Him and Keegan on your two wings, spotting up in the corners. It's going to be crucial for them. So I think, and obviously, he has EuroLeague experience. He got the MVP. So I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be able to come in and contribute right away.
Right away.
And they said the Kings have high praise for him too. So we'll see. The other dude, Vasily Micic, he played for the team that won back-to-back EuroLeague championships. He was an MVP last year. He was the Finals MVP last year. He's a 6'5" point guard, but he's going to be like a combo guard. Defense isn't necessarily his strength, but on the offensive end, he could play make, he could shoot. He's a sneaky scorer. He's like one of those players where he could do a little bit of everything. He's not great at anything, but he just has a good feel for the game.
A jack of all trades.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say like he's like a less athletic Rudy Fernandez?
Nah, I would actually kind of compare him a little more to a Ricky Rubio that can shoot.
Okay.
So a Ricky Rubio that actually can, knock down the three. He hit a game winner on Olympiacos last year to make it to the. Yeah, that was him.
That was him.
Not this year. They lost 2 game winners. This year they lost a game winner in the championship. Last year they lost to a heartbreaker from Micic. He damn near shot it from the logo.
You think they learned their lesson, right?
They're going to lose next year too. Shaq's going to call me crying.
Bad coaching. Get Shaq more minutes, man. Get Shaq more minutes.
Facts. That too.
Is he better than what's that guy who came over a few years ago and played for the Clippers? Teodosic?
Teodosic. No, so I was high on Teodosic too, but Micic is a better scorer than him. So he's going to be just better in the league.
Teodosic is more of like a playmaker.
He
wasn't really that much of a scorer.
Micic can't play make and pass as well as Teodosic, but he can score, and he does have a good playmaking ability too. I don't think Micic is going to come over here and just take the league by storm. I don't think he's probably not going to start. He'll probably play like 10 to 15 minutes a game in the backup point guard role, but I do like the combination of having him and Giddey playing next to SGA. I do like that.
OKC's loaded, yo. OKC.
They
really are.
We'll see what they can do. But we got open court next, so I'm going to run through the rest of these super chats right quick. Ruger Red said CP3 is not better than Westbrook.
Debatable.
Ruger Red also said, how is Wemby better than Bobo, Morris?
He can actually shoot the
He's
ball.
not. Look at the highlights. Look at the highlights. They're the same person.
No, one person can play defense and shoot. The other one can't.
But look at the highlights.
You gotta watch the highlights, Big Storm. I'm telling you.
You got me. You do got me on that one. The highlights.
It's so easy. Oh my.
It's his aura too. He got the aura.
Exactly. If Bobo was light skinned, we'd be saying.
This is still technically the panel. We're not gonna do this, Mars. Ariana Dudson said, "What about the Heat versus Lakers game?"
Ain't no one talking about.
I didn't get to watch that.
We didn't care.
You didn't get to watch it, but isn't it somebody that you want to talk about?
No, we don't care. We don't care about that 2K generated rookie. We don't care.
Mars, he got some game though. I was on the same fence with you. I thought he was a 2K generated player, but the boy could hoop.
2K generate some good players.
That's fair, but I think he's gonna contribute. I think he's gonna contribute for sure.
Drink More Water said, will players ever play over 40 minutes a game again?
In the playoffs, regular season.
In the playoff and regular season, probably not.
No, I mean, Nick Nurse going to play his players like 40 minutes a game regardless.
I dare him to try getting beat to play 40 minutes.
Maybe 37, 38.
Tyrese Maxey
1 month into the year, he tries to do that. Yo, pack me up, y'all. Send me somewhere else.
I can see. Nick Nurse is the coach for the Sixers now, right?
Yeah,
he gonna play Tyrese Maxey 40 minutes a game this year. I'm calling it.
No way.
I can see it happening.
No way.
36.
Maxey will love it though. Maxey will love it. Maxey will love it.
36,
and
37.
Not so much.
Did y'all see what the Sixers said about Maxey?
No.
They weren't giving him an extension. I saw that.
Oh no, you mean he's untouchable? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I'm going to start the top of the show with that quote tomorrow. We don't have time to get into it tonight. but they said some crazy stuff. Jalen Carter said AK-47 is a more versatile defender than Duncan and KG. Just not as good one-on-one. Chris Paul, the third greatest point guard of. All right, Jalen. Bye.
Okay, he was covering on the second part, but the first part, facts.
Oh my god.
He just had to put CP in there to get him more hate, man. Come on, Jalen.
Yeah, he was on to something. He was on. I mean,
it's gonna
really
be a
wasn't.
nasty I can see it already. It's gonna be a nasty.
Hey, but saying somebody's a more versatile defender doesn't mean they're a better defender.
Better.
AK-47 was 100% a more versatile defender than Duncan and KG.
Yeah,
thank you.
That's not.
Oh, now it's fair. But when Jalen says
no. One thing is Mars is that the conversation was about two players, and then we just brought up AK-47 out of nowhere, like Jalen did. Like, come on, let's not do that.
Nah, Jalen. Hey, contact. I just want you to know.
Let's answer the super chat the right way.
Jalen had been saying that like way before it got brought up. He's been saying that for like a good 3 weeks.
Since you first watched that highlight tape, yeah.
He kept telling us, I gotta do my homework. But he went
the
to
homework was Andre Karolinko.
I don't think there's enough homework you do to make that make sense.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I got two more that I want to read from Ruger Red. He said McDyess was way better than Elton Brand.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Hey, but Antonio McDyess in Denver though was a problem.
But McDyess was a problem. I wouldn't say way better though.
He wasn't better than Elton Brand.
He wasn't on that. He wasn't on the Detroit team that won the ring, was he? He came the next year, right?
He came the next year. Yep. But I think he was a better shooter than Brand for sure. I think he was definitely a better shooter than Brand.
All right, though, fellas. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. True, appreciate you for coming on. Context, appreciate you for joining the party. We'll see you Saturday.
Halliburton top 5. You already know, Ron. Halliburton is top 5.
Top 5 what?
Top 5 point guard. Top 5 point guard.
Keep going.
Come on. His floor is Steve Nash. His floor is Steve Nash.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. I said it, man.
All right, y'all. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Y'all know where